From the Gem City and Clark Hinkle Field, Bordas and Bordas Friday Night Rivals is on the air, coming at you on Comet and across the WTOV 9 digital platforms. For the first time ever on a football field, these two teams do battle. It is the 6-1 Toronto Red Knights against the 3-4 Monroe Central Seminoles. Jack Hillgrove and Tony Filberto on hand for this one. Coach, both of these teams trying to make playoff pushes in Division 6, Region 23. All of a sudden, we're down to the nitty-gritty in Ohio, Week 8 in the regular season already.
A lot of points tonight. We're going to have two good football teams. We know Monroe Central is a little bit young. We get an experienced Toronto team. But, in games like this, when everybody's battling for those playoff spots, who knows what to expect?
It's our generation's keys to the game. First for the Monroe Central Seminoles. The limit Toronto's big plays and control the line of scrimmage and have long drives. For Jared Obiel and the Red Knights, play physical and limit the turnovers. Those are our generation's keys to the game. You saw a snapshot of our coach's spotlight. We will go to that right now. Jonathan Calder and Jared Obiel, the health plan coach's spotlight this evening. Calder in his third season as the head coach of the Noles, 19-11 overall record. Jared Obiel in his second season as the head coach of the Red Knights, an assistant in 22 and 23 before taking over as the head coach last season. So for the first time ever, these two coaches will meet, and for the first time ever, these two teams will meet on the gridiron as Toronto, with a 6-1 record and 7th in Ohio Division 6 Region 23, hosts 3-4 Monroe Central. They are 18th in the same division and region, Ohio 6-23. That's our coach's spotlight presented by the Health Plan. The pregame is complete. When we come back, we'll set the stage and get you set for kickoff between the Noles and the Knights from the Gem City.
It's go time.
Sports Friday on the Go Time.
We'll bring you the biggest highlights from the biggest games live as they happen.
From the opening kickoff to the final whistle, scores, highlights, and insightful commentary.
You can take us to the game with you on your smartphone.
Or join the fun from the comfort of your own home. It's Sports Friday on the Go, 7 to 9:30 only on the WTOV 9 YouTube page.
Sponsored by RC Auto Group, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, M&M Hardware, and WVU Medicine, Weirton Medical Center.
So, your military service is ending and you're looking for the next challenge. Consider becoming an apprentice in the piping industry, where you can learn a lifetime career for free. We appreciate our military and have helped many just like you achieve your goals. Click or call now.
Since 1989, WTOV 9 has been home of hard-hitting high school football. I'm Jamie Bordas with the law firm of Bordas & Bordas. We're proud to once again help bring you high school football here in the Ohio Valley, where football is king. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the game.
I'm News 9 Sports' Rob Metzger.
And I'm Jamie Bordas of the law firm of Bordas & Bordas, inviting you to watch hard-hitting high school football on the stations of WTOV 9.
It's Thursday Night Lights and Friday Night Rivals, sponsored by the law firm of Bordas & Bordas.
Join us every weekend for the best matchups across the Ohio Valley.
Thursday Night Lights and Friday Night Rivals, sponsored by Bordas & Bordas, the only game in town.
Drop whatever you're doing right now. The Wendy's $8 JBC meal deal is here. That's 2 junior bacon cheeseburgers, medium fries, and a medium drink. So you better be on your way. Bacon waits for no one. The #1 deal for the #1 bacon cheeseburger, gotta be Wendy's.
Student debt has hit an all-time high, and college graduates can't find work. But you can get college credits debt-free and learn a professional skill for a lifetime career in the piping industry with great pay and benefits. Click or call now to learn while you earn.
Metallica gets the Munchkins fired up as the Red Knights and the Noles take the field here at Clark Hinkle Field in Toronto, Ohio. Bordas & Bordas Friday Night Rivals in the Gem City. It's the Red Knights, it's the Seminoles of Monroe Central. Jack Hillgrove and Tony Filberto on hand for this one, as these two teams will meet for the first time ever on the football field. Toronto coming off of its first loss of the 2025 campaign a week ago to Massillon Tuslaw, 33-12. The Red Knights actually led it at the half in that one, were down at the half, 13-12. Second half went in favor of the visitors in that one. Monroe Central, they were 1-4. They're coming off of back-to-back victories over Magnolia and Shenandoah in games where they had scored over combined 80 points in both of those matchups. So a lot of offense to be had on both sides of the aisle here, Coach. And talking with Jonathan Calder before the game, they've had a lot of youth, and you mentioned that in the pregame, and it looks like at this stage in the season, the youth is kind of hitting its stride for Monroe Central. Those guys are getting used to varsity football.
Well, I've always said you're young for about 2 to 3 weeks. If you've played 3 weeks of varsity football, you're no longer young. You've worked into that. You're ready to play now. So you maybe push and shove a little bit of youth, but at this time of the season, nobody's young.
Toronto won the toss, elected to defer its option to the second half, so the Red Knights will kick it from right to left in the red lids, gray jerseys with red numerals and gray pants. The visiting Noles, gold helmets with a red face mask, white jerseys, red numbers, and black pants. For the first time ever, Monroe Central and Toronto will do battle on the gridiron. It's 6-1, hosting 3-4. Michael Henry has it teed up on the X to our right. It's a team mobile unit kickoff, and we are underway. This one in the air and will bounce and will be almost recovered by the Red Knights, but it will go out of bounds and a penalty marker flies. A kick out of bounds to start the game, so optimal field position for the Noles to start this contest.
Right, almost recovered by Toronto, but it did go out of bounds to get the ball at the 35-yard line.
That's our official Tom Palmer. The umpire is Nick Marshall. The line judge is Brad McKinnon. The back judge, James Scragg. The head linesman is Greg Hall. And the center judge is Tim Conway. That's our OHSAA officiating crew for the evening. So it's the Noles offense led by junior quarterback Tucker Howell. First down and 10 at their own 35-yard line. Handoff right away, and Toronto is all over the ball carrier in the backfield, and in the backfield in a hurry is Chase Heckathorn. Ball carrier A.J. Rudder, averaging 6.3 yards a carry. He loses 3 on that play. Good job there by Heckathorn to track him down for a TFL. That's his third tackle for loss of the season.
We're an inside blitz. Read it well. Monroe runs isolation to the left, and the fullback or the linebacker just stood it up in the backfield.
30 seconds into the contest, Monroe Central with the football to start the game. Shotgun formation, slot to the near side. Howe takes the snap, bobbled it, lost it. Rudder's got to fall on it before the Red Knights can try and recover it. So back-to-back negative plays to start this contest. It's a 3rd and long for Monroe Central to start the game.
When you're playing a good team like Toronto, you don't want to start out with 2 negative plays. You did start with good field position. Now you're, 3rd and 17. Tough to make the sticks at that distance.
Loss of 4, 3rd and 17, 10:55 and ticking here in the first quarter. For the first time ever, Monroe Central and Toronto do battle on the football field. 2 pretty darn good basketball programs as well. The Noles coming off of a state title in Division 6 back in March. Trips to the near side of the field, Howell by himself. Back to throw. Pass comes near side. It is caught by Corbin Farnsworth near the 40-yard line and out of bounds, chased by Max Rebish. They'll get about 12 yards back, but still 4th and about 5. Monroe Central on the punt.
Yeah, got part of it through the out route to the wide side of the field. Got some of it, but not enough to reach the sticks.
To the 39-yard line, a gain of 11. 4th down and 6 for the Noles. They are on to punt. Jet Kaiser, number 19, will kick it. Back to return. Brady Fair, our D. Felice Brothers Pizza Scholar athlete. This one a spiral kick that bounces at about the 28-yard line and stays stationary before it's downed by Monroe Central at about the 28-yard line. 10:25 to go in the first quarter as the Red Knights offense takes the field.
Red Knights will set up soft, pass and 10 from the 29-yard line.
Quarterback for the Red Knights on a First Choice America first down is senior Michael Henry, 67% through the air this season, 906 yards, 11 touchdowns, and 5 interceptions.
Yeah, I watched him in pregame warm. I've got good arm strength, nice-sized kid, about 6'1".
In the pistol formation, fake the toss. Henry will keep it. He can run it as well and does run it past the 30 up to about the 36-yard line for a good gain of about 7 on a First Choice America 1st and 10.
I think Toronto will try to attack the middle of that defense. They're a little bit undersized at Monroe Central, and they get those big kids at Toronto tackle to tackle.
Henry's gain is to the 35-yard line. It's 2nd down and 4 from the 35. 9:55 and ticking here in this first quarter. This is the first offensive possession of the night for the Red Knights. Pitch play to the near side of the field. That's Brady Fair. He's got some speed. 35-40. Fair pushed out of bounds across the 40 to about the 43-yard line. Pushed out by junior Max Demchak. 28 tackles on the season. But that will be good enough for a Red Knights first down.
If you look, that's jet sweep, but he tossed it forward, so it'll go in the books as a forward pass. So it'll get some yardage receiving, and the quarterback gets some yardage throwing there. And the reason they pitch that forward, it's not a fumble if there's a problem there. It's an incomplete pass.
Gain of 8 to the 43, 9:38 and ticking here in this first quarter. Handoff comes near side. That's Caden McGrath. Little to no gain there thanks to Corbin Farnsworth. 43 tackles on the season, good for 2nd. Let's take a look at the Noles defense. Brought to you by Rorick Financial in a moment. First, the Toronto offense. Michael Henry, Drake Boucher, Brody Close. A couple of wide receivers in Kenny Jett, Brady Fair, and Colt Joinson. And the offensive line from left to right, Ethan Thomas, Chase Heckathorn, Lucas Wiseman, Landon Jaworski, and Heath Thomas. That's our Rorick Financial Toronto offense. We'll give you the Noles defense in a moment. 2nd down and 10. This time it's a handoff on the jet sweep to Brady Fair with some patience at the 45. Tries to change direction, stays on his feet, and ultimately being tackled by the Mike linebacker of the Noles, Carter Fry. 5'10", 160-pound freshman. A lot of freshmen on the defense for Monroe Central.
I think they're starting 4 freshmen on the defense. 2 of the inside backers, 1 of the linemen, and 1 in the secondary. I think they're starting maybe 2 seniors in the whole defense. So, the future's bright, but they got to play tonight.
Yeah, those seniors are Lucas Stiver up front and Braden Stimpert in the secondary. Ashton Lombatis, Drew Landefeld, Corbin Farnsworth also up front. Jet Kaiser, Carter Fry, and A.J. Rudder. Cooper Howell, Braden Stimpert, Gabe Eng, and Max Jemchak is the Rorick Financial defense of the Noles. Gain of 1 for Fair up to the 44, 3rd and 9. Shotgun snap. Henry will throw it. Pass is caught by Kenny Jett near that lead stick, but tackled right away by Howell. I believe he's going to be about a yard short, but that's a good throw and a good catch.
Good throw, good catch. Let's see what they decide to do. You're on the plus side of the 50 there. You're big up front. You got a good running game. You got a big quarterback. Let's see if they decide to kick it or go for it.
It's to the Noles 48. It'll be 4th down and 1. 7:43 to go in this first quarter. No score. And Jared Abiel has the offense out on the field for the Red Knights. Henry in the shotgun with a couple of fullbacks. No, that's Caden McGrath out of the Wildcat. They're going to try and push the pile forward, and I don't think he got there.
He didn't.
A great job by the Noles defense, charging through their outside backer, A.J. Rudder, and that's going to be a turnover on down. Cluster drive to start the game offensively for Monroe. Turnover on downs gives them the football back.
It was a great defensive series for them. The 4th down stop here. Maybe that's a little spark. Now they'll end up with good field position. Their own 48. Nice play defensively.
7:26 to go first quarter. Turnover on downs. Monroe Central takes over near midfield at their own 48-yard line, so no gain on that 4th down attempt. Shotgun formation for Howell, sends a man in motion near side. Howell will keep it, runs into one Red Knight who is able to bring him down for no gain, maybe a loss on the play. Drake Boucher with the stop. Leading tackler for the Red Knights coming into this one, 54 tackles. Let's take a look at the rest of the Red Knight defense in this one. Landon Jaworski, the Thomas brothers up front, Jackson Gibson, Chase Heckathorn, Drake Boucher, the linebackers, and the defensive backfield of Caden McGrath, Brady Fair, Colt Joinson, Max Rebish, and Kenny Jett. That is the Rorick Financial Toronto defense. No gain on a First Choice America 1st and 10. 2nd down and 10 from the 48-yard line for the Noles. 6:47 and winding in the first quarter. Another man in motion coming near side. Howe will throw it, has time, has to tuck it and keep it. Now big rush, evades a couple of guys and is hauled down. A great job there by defensive end Heath Thomas. Came into this matchup with 12 tackles for loss. Credit him there with a sack, another 3rd and long for Monroe Central.
Toronto is in a 3-3 stacked defense, so you're getting man-on-man blocking, and I think they're just a little too big and physical right now to single block because you're bringing at least 2 linebackers every time, 5 linemen, 5 defenders coming. It's all one-on-one blocking.
3rd down and 14. The Noles offense with another 3rd down and long. There it is, presented by Row-Rig Financial. A.J. Rutter, Jet Kaiser, Corbin Farnsworth, Gabe Eng, Max Demchak, and the offensive line, Lambatis, Stein, Seifert, Stiver, and Baker. 3rd and 14. Howe will throw it. Pumps a couple of times, throws it deep down the field, has Demchak wide open inside the 30, down near the 25-yard line. Actually across the 25, down to the 21-yard line. Max Demchak, the leading receiver on this Noles squad, has over 300 yards now on the season. That's a big play.
That's a big play. I talked to coaches before the game. They talk about the quarterback, Cooper Howe, what a great athlete he is, and he stepped in and he just proved it with that great throw to the post.
On 3rd down and 14, a gain of 34. Howell by himself in the gun, 1st and 10, 5:20 to go first quarter, no score. Power play, he'll keep it, and all over it again is Heath Thomas. Another tackle for loss for the big-time senior at 6'4", 270 as this clock approaches inside 5 minutes here in the first quarter.
I'm not sure they have a positive play running the football. They've done a nice job throwing the ball, but running the football, I just think they're too big and physical right now. The man blocking, they're just getting pushed around.
Loss of 1 back to the 23-yard line. 2nd down and 11 as you see it there on the Ohio Valley Honda instant replay. Trips to the far side of the field. Farnsworth, Demchak, and Jet Kaiser. Another throw for Howell over the middle. Pass is caught into the end zone. Goes Max Demchak. A couple of big plays over the middle of 20-plus yards. Demchak's 5th touchdown of the season is a Laborers Local 809 score that puts the visitors on the board first.
A nice play. Yeah. They went empty backfield. He was there by himself, 5 wide outs. Ran a combination route to the short side of the field. Got underneath with the inside receiver on the post. They were in man coverage. You got leverage on the defender.
Monroe Central strikes first, 23 yards from Howell to Demchak. Wyatt Cohen will try the extra point, a member of the Phillips Kicking Academy. Snap good, hold good, kick is good. And Monroe Central leads it 7-0. 4:33 to go first quarter. We'll step aside on the Bordas and Bordas Friday Night Rivals.
If you're looking for a new truck, now is the time to buy from RC Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Right now, get up to $13,000 off MSRP on select in-stock Ram 1500s with the additional dealer discount. RC Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, where our only focus is you.
If you work the land, you just got to be a jack of all trades type. There's just too much to do. So if you got to be a welder or a farmer or a ditch digger, that's just who you are that day. Then tomorrow, you can be somebody else.
Contact your local Coyote dealer, D&J Sales and Service.
Are you searching for a new SUV? Don't miss out on this amazing deal. Right now, get up to $7,000 off MSRP on select in-stock Jeep Grand Cherokees with additional dealer discount. Hurry to RC Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, where our only focus is you. The Bordas and Bordas Friday Night Rivals is sponsored by Bordas and Bordas, D. Felice Brothers Pizza, Wendy's, First Choice America Federal Credit Union, Mr. Rooter, Team Automotive.
And we're happy to have you in the Gem City. A 5-play, 52-yard drive for the Noles in 2 minutes and 53 seconds puts them on the board first. It's 7-0 with 4:33 left in this first period. Cooper Howell to Max Demchak. Demchak's 5th receiving touchdown of the season for Howell, his 7th passing touchdown. We're going to kick it off. Toronto trying to combat it. That's Caden McGrath. McGrath threw a hole across the 35 and up near the 40-yard line. So a good return on the team mobile unit kickoff, Coach. Monroe Central, who has ran the ball incredibly well all season long, hadn't had any success doing so. A couple of big plays through the air, and they're on the board first.
Absolutely. It looks like they're going to have to throw the football. They're just a little bigger up front, Toronto is. But Cooper Howell's a heck of a thrower. Looks like he has 2 or 3 kids that are pretty nice receivers out there also. They may continue to throw the football.
So it's a First Choice America 1st and 10 from their own 36-yard line for the Red Knights. 4:26 left in this first quarter. Drake Boucher's first carry out of shotgun comes over the 40-yard line to the 41 for a gain of about 5. Boucher, the leading rusher on this Red Knight squad, 464 yards, coming in 5 touchdowns, averaging about 5.5 yards a clip. It's a gain of 6 to the 42, 2nd and 4 forthcoming, 4:04 left first quarter.
Toronto's had a lot of success tackle to tackle, except on the 4th down play, so that tells you that Monroe is capable to make that stop when they have to.
Shotgun formation for the Red Knights, bunch formation to the near side with the receivers. Ball comes out at the end of the play, and the Noles have it. Michael Henry on the carry had it knocked out of his hands and into the hands of number 66 for the Noles to make one heck of a play there. And just like that, Monroe Central plays takeaway.
Absolutely. I mean, they just score. They come out, play some defense, force the turnover. The momentum's on their side right now. We'll see the ball pop loose and right into the hands of Monroe Central.
Johnny on the spot is who it was. I mean, it bounced right into his hands perfectly.
Sure.
And Monroe Central is cooking with grease to start this contest. 3:43 to go. First quarter. They're going to throw it deep again down the middle of the field. The pass is almost intercepted. Howell looking down the middle of the field for Max Demchak yet again, but going in to make the play is Colt Joinson, who has 2 interceptions already this season. That's a good play on the football if you're a defensive back.
It sure was. And Colt Demchak had a step here on him. I think if the ball was thrown a little bit farther, he had to come back to it. Gave the defender the opportunity to make that defensive play.
Number 66 is Lucas Stiver, who recovered that fumble.
Okay. Right.
He's the starting right guard, was on the roster as number 40. He's probably a fullback, but wore number 40. And then when you move into offensive line, you got to bump that jersey number up. So 2nd down and 10 from the 47-yard line after the incompletion. Howell's going to throw it again under duress. Pumps, keeps, and will carry the football across the 45-yard line to the Toronto 43. So that's a good gain for Howell on 2nd down. It brings up a 3rd down and manageable with 3:15 to go in this first quarter.
Yeah, they're on the plus side of the 50. Wouldn't surprise me. They get part of it, then try to finish it and get a new set of sticks.
Gain of 3 to the 44-yard line. 3rd down and about 7 for the Noles. Shotgun formation for Monroe. A.J. Rutter to the right of Cooper Howell. Man in motion. That's Jet Kaiser. Howell's going to throw it. Has time. He's going to air it deep down the middle of the field again, looking for Demchak, who's got it into the end zone. Touchdown, Monroe Central. Demchak again, this time from 44 yards. And Monroe Central's up 2 scores.
Yeah, I talked to Jay Sirkoska, the famous football coach, the retired guy at Monroe, and he said, this kid is special. He said, you watch him tonight. He can get the football down the field. He doesn't make mistakes. He sure threw 2 nice balls there.
44 yards to Demchak, who is making an early case for our RC Auto Group Player of the Week. But Howell can do it as well. He can throw it and run it. That's the 8th passing touchdown of the season for Cooper Howell. 2nd of the game. 2nd of the game for Demchak, his 6th of the season. And Cohen's extra point is up and through. 14-0 Monroe Central. 2:40 to go in the first.
You already know us for our top-tier windows, but what about our advanced gutter systems? With our Double Pro gutter filtration, 2 layers of industrial-grade aluminum keeps debris out of your gutters and drives rainwater away from your home. Plus, our continuous hanger technology reinforces your entire gutter system for maximum strength and drainage. And we'll install it all in as little as 1 day. Why wait for the next storm to get gutters that perform? Not only do we stand behind our gutters, we hang on them.
In medicine, we drive innovation. Our physicians have performed thousands of robotic procedures. It's all about precision and faster healing times.
The robotic surgery is revolutionary. It leads to shorter hospital stays. It leads to less pain postoperatively for the patient and a quicker recovery. The WVU family allows us even more access to this technology.
In medicine, we drive innovation. WVU Medicine, Weirton Medical Center.
.240 to go first quarter. Toronto fumbles. Monroe Central recovers. Lucas Stiver johnnied on the spot as the ball popped out of Michael Henry's hands into the hands of Stiver. In 3 plays and 53 yards later, Max Demchak's second receiving touchdown from Cooper Howell. The visitors, I mean, you can't draw it up even better for Monroe.
Absolutely not. Yeah, we went into this game saying, man, we got a size advantage with Toronto. We have an age advantage, but that's why you play the game.
14-0. Monroe Central has capitalized on a turnover and a turnover on downs. Cohen's kickoff goes to the 15-yard line, and it's taken by the Red Knights there. Kenny Jett across the 25 to the 30 and up near that 35-yard line before being met by a couple of Knowles, including number 0, the freshman middle backer, Carter Fry. So Toronto, you know, if you're Jared Aubio and the Red Knights, what do you do to just kind of get everybody back to neutral after a first quarter while it has went everything right for Monroe, everything wrong for Toronto?
Well, you say you got a lot of football in front of you. Let's be patient now. Let's not try to get this all back at one time. Let's go back to our running game and establish that inside game and show them that we can push up front.
And there they go with that run game out of the shotgun. Caden McGrath averaging about 8 yards a carry, goes across the 40 to the 41 for a gain of 7 on a First Choice America first down. So second down and 3, 2:15 to go in this first quarter.
It looks like Toronto would be capable of staying with that inside run game most of the evening. You know, control the clock, get yourself back in this football game, and don't panic right now. A lot of football in front of you.
Red Knights spread it out, 3 receivers to the near side of the field. A whistle and a penalty marker flies from the far sideline. And our official tonight, Tom Palmer, he will explain. Sideline warning against the Knowles. Got to get everybody back off of the white and onto the red on both sides. So they issue that sideline warning. The clock continues to roll. Minute 48 and ticking here first quarter. Handoff out of the gun to McGrath, and Monroe Central quickly to the football goes Corbin Farnsworth. Second leading tackler, has 6 TFLs this season as well. Third down and about 2.
Yeah, it was a nice defensive stop. Yeah, they ran inside zone, which takes the back across the quarterback. Then he has to turn his shoulders and get to the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 2 from the 42. Minute 18 left third quarter. Drake Boucher in the shotgun next to Michael Henry. Boucher to Henry's left. 3 receivers near side, 1 to the far. Play action, screen near side, caught by Brady Fair. Good sidestep for a first down across the 45 to about the 46 before being met by Carter Fry. It's a good move when you catch the football.
You know, Carter Fry is only a freshman and just an outstanding player. He got put in this position because of an injury and has responded very well.
Good move by Brady Fair for a first down. Needed 2, got 4 to the 46. First Choice America first down and 10 for the Red Knights. 47 seconds left in this first quarter. Pistol formation. Henry Hands it off to Drake Boucher, who tries to bounce it off right side, breaks a couple of tackles up near midfield before being hauled down by Braden Stimpert, number 10 for Monroe Central. We're inside 30 seconds left here, first quarter. Gain to about the 48 for about 2. And we'll see if Toronto elects to run one more play before this first quarter clock expires. We're at 18 seconds on the game clock and 26 seconds left on the play clock. It's actually a gain of 3 up to the 49 for Boucher, so second down at 7. Game clock at 5, 4, 3. They snap it. Boucher into Monroe Central territory, and a gain of about 5 to the 43-yard line, and that'll be the end of the first quarter here at Clark Hinkle Field. The home team trying to score for the first time. It has been all visitors for the first 12 minutes. Monroe Central leads at 14-0. We'll be back with the second quarter right after this.
Under the lights, the energy, the excitement, the heart-pounding action. It's more than just a game. It's high school football at its finest. Every Friday, Sports Friday brings you the highlights, the scores, and the moments that make this season unforgettable. Find everything you need to know about Ohio Valley football. Catch the best plays, the top athletes, and check scores live on the WTOV 9 app. Watch every Friday and stay in the game with Sports Friday. Sponsored by WVU Medicine Weirton Medical Center.
At Rorig Financial, you're our #1 priority. From your first paycheck to your golden years, we're here to guide you every step of the way.
Got a good thing going on. Waking up feeling blessed to be here, cause it's another day I get to chase my dream. Vision in my head never been so clear. Got a good thing going on.
I can't do this anymore.
Call Bob.
Who's Bob? I'm Bob, the owner of Mr. Ritter Plumbing. My team has been helping with plumbing problems for over 25 years. Mr. Reuter has fast, reliable service and the best warranties in the industry.
When you need a plumber fast, don't do it yourself. Call Bob at Mr. Reuter Plumbing.
Thanks, Bob.
My pleasure.
At Rorig Financial, your goals are our mission. From college savings to retirement, we build strategies tailored just for you. Rorig Financial, personalized planning, out-of-the-box thinking. Your future, our focus.
The Bordas and Bordas Friday Night Rivals is sponsored by WVU Medicine Reynolds Memorial Hospital, WVU Medicine Weirton Medical Center, WVU Medicine Black Lung Clinic, The Health Plan, Center of Music and Art, Rorig Financial.
It's been all visitors in this one, 14-0. Monroe Central leading Toronto as we begin the second quarter of play. Jack Hillgrove and Tony Filberto upstairs, and the rest of our hard-working crew at WTOV 9 working vigorously tonight to bring you Bordas and Bordas Friday Night Rivals between a pair of Division VI Region 23 teams that have never met on the football field before. Third down and 3. Michael Henry keeps and is going to be about a half-yard short, maybe a full yard short. The line to gain is the Monroe Central 44-yard line. The nose of the football is about 2 feet shy of that 44-yard line, so fourth and about 2 feet instead of 3.
Right. The last time they went for it in fourth, Monroe Central came up with a big stop. They were in this exact same offensive formation. Let's see what the results are now.
Can the Noles do it again? No. Henry bursts through a hole and gains the first down. Needed the 44, got to the 40. A good run for the senior quarterback, averaging about 4 yards a carry. Another look at it here, Coach.
Yeah, I mean, they just went straight ahead. The last time they went to the side and then tried to go off tackle. Just went straight ahead, ran power inside, and 4 or 5 yards, get the first down.
Mr. Reuter, first down and 10 to the Noles 40-yard line. 2 passing touchdowns from Cooper Howell. 2 receiving touchdowns from Max Demchak is the difference in this one. 14-0. Handoff near side to Drake Boucher across the 35 down to about the 33-yard line for a gain of 6-7 yards. That's a good gain on first down.
Good gain. It's an outside power play, one back leading the other. It's a block down and a kick out type play, and found the gap here at the off tackle hole, got about 6-7. It looks like maybe even 8 yards.
To the 33, second down and 3. Trips to the far side of the field. Brady Fair in motion and Drake Boucher in motion. So dual protectors for Henry in the gun. They fake it to Boucher. They hand it to Fair. Fair across the 30 down to about the 27-yard line. Good for a first down for the Red Knights. And you can start to see the offense build a little bit more confidence.
And that's what we talked about. Run that football, push forward. You have a size advantage. Keep moving tackle to tackle. They ran, the counter play, the crisscross play, fake the one back, give it to the other.
This drive started with 2:33 to go in the first quarter. It's the 10th play of the drive for the Red Knights, who trail it 14-0 as you see it on your Bordas and Bordas scoreboard. Henry out of the shotgun, throws it towards the end zone, has a man. The pass is intercepted by Cooper Howell. Intercepted by Howell. He stays in bounds, but there's a penalty marker on the field at the 5-yard line to our right. 9:36 to go first quarter. Right now it's a Cooper Howell interception. His third of the season as it stands right now. We will wait to see what the penalty is from our official Tom Palmer. If this stands, this is a huge play for Monroe Central. And it will not stand. Its pass interference against the Noles. So the Red Knights catch a break because Howell was able to high point that football and come down with an INT. And all of a sudden, as we look at it here on the Ohio Valley Honda replay, this interception
we're going to see it
stand.
again. We see the push off. It's actually inside the numbers, not out where the ball is thrown.
I mean, that's a great play.
It's
and
a great
nothing
play.
to do with Cooper Howell. That was Braden Stimpert.
He's doing it on both sides of the football.
15-yard gain down to the 13-yard line. 1st and 10. No such thing as an uncatchable pass in high school football, which is why anytime that the ball goes down the middle of the field, any contact, they will throw the penalty marker, as they did there. Henry keeps on Mr. Reuter 1st and 10 at the 13. Gets a couple into the WVU Medicine Weirton Medical Center pink zone.
He's a 205-pound running back playing quarterback. He throws it well, too, but you keep the ball in his hands, and he's going to be hard to tackle.
Third baseman on Brian Perkins' baseball squad as well. 30 consecutive sectional baseball titles. It's pretty darn good.
That's really good.
Both of these programs had done a tremendous job sustaining great sports teams for the size of both of their schools. 2nd down and 9. Handoff to Boucher, who runs into like 5 Seminoles. I mean, you talk about a baseball team in Brian Perkins here at Toronto, 30 straight sectional titles, state poll champs. Monroe Central just won a state basketball championship. Their football team, built by Jay Sircosta, who you got the chance to catch up with pregame, has always been competitive. Football here at Toronto, they just put a quarterback into the Big 12 at Cincinnati last year at Zeb Kinsey. So when you talk about the Cleveland St. Ed's and the St. Xavier's of the world and the big-time programs in Ohio, when it comes to sustaining success at Division 6, Division 7, it is tough. And both of these schools have done tremendous jobs doing it across all schools.
And it's actually harder at the small school. The big school, you have numbers to replace, and you don't always have those at the small school.
Multi-sport athlete here, Brady Fair on 3rd and 9, tries to stay in bounds. 3rd and 9 from the Monroe Central 12-yard line. Gains down to about the Knowles 2 before being pushed out of bounds. With a look at it here on the Ohio Valley Honda replay, he runs track, he plays basketball, he's a point guard on the hoops team, and you can see the speed here on this play.
And there's again that little pitch forward when they're running the jet sweep, and it will be charted as a forward pass.
14th play of the drive. 1st and goal for the 2. Powerhouse look. Henry hands it off. Good job there by Cooper Howe to get in on there on Caden McGrath to tackle him for no gain, maybe even a loss of a yard. Howe coming off the edge there and making one heck of a play on the football. You know, Mike Tomlin's Tomlinism of the season has been football player first, positional player second.
Right.
I've heard him say it like 5 times. That's Cooper Howe.
Absolutely. I mean, he's the quarterback. He's the defensive back. He's coming off the edge, making plays defensively. He's doing a little bit of everything. Put your best athletes on the field. Line them up someplace.
Second down and goal from the 2. Another full house look. Toss far side. Brady Fair tries to bounce it out. Good containment by the Noles. Fair tried to stretch that left arm towards the pylon, but a great job there. Demchak and a couple of others, including number 26, Gabe Eng, the safety. Another look at it here on the Ohio Valley Honda replay.
Right. They just tried to get that speed, get to the outside perimeter, and Monroe Central just did a great job getting their defense there.
This drive has taken over 7.5 minutes of game clock off the clock. It started with 2.5 minutes left in the first quarter. We're darn near halfway through the second. Third down and goal from the 1. And the Noles jump. Charging through the line there for Monroe Central was, I believe, Alex Hickey, the sophomore, number 72.
Puts the ball inside the 1-yard line. Let's see if they use that big quarterback, put him under center, and just push.
Wouldn't be a bad idea, especially when Michael Henry is 6'1", 205. There he goes, but the Noles stand tall. I don't think he got there. Third down and goal from the 1. Henry is short. And after the Monroe Central defensive line shot itself in the foot with the encroachment penalty, they make up for it there and force the 4th and 1.
Well, let's see if they can do it again on 4th down. Yeah, they brought their 2 big guys down, put them right on each shoulder of the center, and they pushed him backwards, and quarterback had no place to go.
6.5 to go in the second quarter. Another look at it here on the Ohio Valley Honda replay. Nowhere to go, thanks to Gabe Eng. They go shotgun on 4th and goal. Henry towards the goal line. No signal yet. Did Monroe Central stand tall yet again? Yes, they did. Turnover on downs with their backs against the wall. Holy cow.
You know, you got a freshman middle backer in Carter Fry, and he's excited because he might be part of that play, making this 4th down play. Of course, he's got great bloodlines. His we're going to see it again. Didn't handle the snap. Look at that 0. There he is. I started to say great bloodlines. His grandfather's Timmy Fry, who was a college player out at West Liberty with me. Spent many years coaching down at River. I get to speak with him before the game also.
Carter Fry. Turnover on downs. A 17-play drive that took over 8.5 minutes off the clock. Almost 9 minutes. All for naught for the Red Knights. But Monroe Central has the long field challenge, and they're going to call a timeout and talk about this long field challenge, and we will step aside with them. Monroe Central's defense stands tall. 17-play drive for Toronto ends with no points. The visitors still lead it by 2 scores.
If you're a former or active coal miner who's worked or is currently working in an environment exposing you to potential breathing hazards, schedule your test for the Black Lung Clinic at WVU Medicine Reynolds Memorial Hospital today. Call 304-843-3307 to stop black lung from stealing your time.
At Presley Hearing Center, your journey to better hearing begins with us. Our certified experts are dedicated to understanding your unique needs, ensuring a superior experience every step of the way. Discover the latest in hearing technology with Starkey's newest wireless hearing aids. Don't miss out on life's precious sounds. Call today to schedule your personalized hearing consultation. Presley Hearing Center, where hearing care is healthcare.
Attention all active and former coal miners. If you worked or are currently working in an environment that exposes you to potential breathing hazards, a screening for respiratory health problems is recommended. Call WVU Medicine Reynolds Memorial Hospital at 304-843-3307 to schedule a screening today.
Toronto had a drive that started with 2.5 minutes left in the first quarter at their own 34, marched it 17 plays all the way down to the Knowles 1-yard line. And on back-to-back plays, 3rd and goal from the 1, 4th and goal from the 1, the Monroe Central defense stands tall, forces a turnover on downs, up 14-0 halfway through this second quarter. They've got the long field challenge now, though, Coach.
And they have to be cautious where the goal line is. You got to get everything forward. You can't take the chance of the safety.
Looks like they're going to come after Cooper Howell. They will. They're going to hand it off, and towards the goal line goes Max Demchak. He was able to get forward progress out of the end zone, just
not by
barely.
much, yeah.
2nd down and 10 from the 1-yard line. And with how well that Monroe Central's been able to throw the ball,
it's a good place to throw it.
You run the risk, obviously, of being brought down in the end zone, but Cooper Howell is athletic enough to where he can buy himself some time back there. And it's been a tale of two sides of the offense for Monroe Central. The run game is almost non-existent, and the pass game's unstoppable.
You get something, just a quick drop throw there. They got a little breathing room now.
Yep, off right tackle goes Cooper Howell. Again, the leading rusher for the Noles this season as well. Came in with 93 carries for 477 yards, 7 rushing touchdowns. Gets 6 to the 7. 3rd down and 4.
And even if they don't get a first down, though, they have some breathing room to put their punter back there where he's not standing on the end line and 10 yards back and so on.
3rd down and 4 inside 5 minutes to go till halftime. 14-0 Monroe Central. Another quarterback keeper for Howell across the 10 towards the 15 and up for a first down at the 15-yard line. Needed the 11, got 4 extra yards. Change move.
Cooper Howell's a pretty good football player. I mean, he runs it, he throws it, he plays defense, covers deep, comes up to the line of scrimmage, makes tackles. He is doing a lot of good things tonight.
Yeah, Corbin Farnsworth, Ashton Labatis, Max Demchak, and Lucas Stiver were all on that Mason Lang-led state championship basketball team, which was so fun to cover and be a small part of last spring, as Howell keeps it again on 1st and 10 and Mr. Reuter first down. Now, Rob Metzger made the long trips for those guys. He and I kind of divvied it up. We had 2 state basketball championships last season. I covered the Wheeling Central journey. Rob covered the Monroe Central journey, and they both won on the same day.
There you go.
Which was really cool. So when we were down in Charleston, after Wheeling Central won its state championship, all the Wheeling Central coaches were asking me after the game, how's Monroe doing? How's Monroe doing? And there were Monroe fans asking Rob and Dayton, what's Wheeling Central up to?
Yeah, and that's great for the Ohio Valley. We've got one from each side of the river, rooting for each other. That's one thing I love about this OVAC.
And they played a couple of tremendous games against each other last year as well. 2nd down and 4. Handoff to Demchak, who uses some vision, tries to change direction, but a good job there by the Red Knights to bring it to a stop, including Caden McGrath. Has a couple of carries on offense, leads the defense for the Red Knights in sacks at outside linebacker, the senior. Loss of 1, 3rd down and 5, back at the 19.
A little earlier they found something with Cooper Howell carrying the football. I thought they might just stay with it for a while. They were putting 2 backs in front of him and getting outside on the right side.
This Red Knights defense on the season averages 15.4 points against per game. The Noles already have 14 on the board. 3rd and 5 from their own 19. Screen pass. Demchak caught from Howell. Sidesteps, tries to sidestep Kenny Jett, but Jett makes a tremendous open field tackle about 3 yards short of the lead stick. Going to bring up a 4th down for the Noles. Another look at it here on the Ohio Valley Honda replay. Floated that one up over Howell.
Yep.
Nice McGrath.
Yeah, nice tackle. Saves the first down, made the first down stop, and Monroe Central doing the right thing. They're going to punt the football.
4th down and 2, timeout on the field. We will step aside with them with 2:30 to go till halftime. 14-0 Monroe Central, 4th down when we come back.
Ohio Hills Health Centers wants to wish all of our local football teams good luck this season. Ohio Hills Health Centers, providing affordable primary care, dental, and behavioral health services. Find a location near you.
We've got your flannel forecast, your pumpkin patch forecast,
and your hot apple cider forecast.
Weather experts have all the forecasts you want. But when the weather turns scary,
we still have the forecast you need so you can make the best of the weather.
Stream News 9 and Weather Live and download the WTOV 9 app to stay connected.
Enjoy the season. Severe Weather Team 9 experts are everywhere.
Ohio Hills Health Centers wants to wish all of our local football teams good luck this season. Ohio Hills Health Centers, providing affordable primary care, dental, and behavioral health services. Find a location near you.
2.5 to go in half, number one. 4th down and 2 for the Noles as we come back here at Clark Hinkle Field. I'm Jack Hillgrove. To my right is Tony Filberto. Coach, the story of this game is Monroe Central on offense. Pass game, tremendous. 2 passing touchdowns from Howell to Demchak. And the defense standing tall and causing some turnovers.
Absolutely. You know, we talked about the connection, Cooper Howell to Max Demchak, 2 times for touches. But this goal line stand, when the ball's at the 1 yard line, make 2 stops, and I just thought it was outstanding. And that may be that real boost now. If they can march the football down the field, they take a nice lead here.
4th and 2 from their own 22-yard line. It looks like the Noles offense is out on the field, and why not?
He might be trying to draw them off.
Or quick kick.
Now they've shifted to it may be a quick kick.
And a penalty marker flies with the play clock at 0, so the Noles will take a delay of game, and looks like Lucas Stiver will come on to punt. I mean, at that point, that might be the video game football player in me say, hey, you're playing with house money at this point, up 2 scores. But at this point, Jonathan Calder doing the right thing.
They're doing the right thing. You can see, I thought he might, put him in the empty backfield at 7 yards back and quick kick the ball, because then you would have no return Kai back because he's up playing defense. But they did let the clock run down. They'll go to punt formation.
And for as much as we've raved about that goal line stand for Monroe Central on back-to-back plays, that is an early front runner for the school bus stop of the game. Make sure you stay tuned for the conclusion of this one on Bordas and Bordas Friday Night Rivals, where we will unveil the school bus stop of the game. You got to stop when that stop sign swings out if you're driving in front of or behind a school bus. If I had to place a wager on it, I would say that either one of those plays will be the school bus stop of the game, but we still have a lot of football left.
We do, and it's hard to say that one guy made that stop. That was a great team effort by Monroe Central. Just, they pushed the center back, the 2 big guys, and then Carter Fry came over the top, and they made some nice guys helping each other and teamwork.
4th and 2 from their own 22. Stiver will punt. Brady Fair has the toes. Now he's retreating back towards midfield. Punt end over end. He takes it near midfield. Fair into Monroe territory. 45. Changes directions. Cuts up towards the middle at the 40 before being brought down on the play. Good return for the speedy senior. Stiver on the stop. And that's good field position for Toronto, trying to get its first points of the night.
Right. I mean, what a quick half this has been. What are we down to 2 minutes and 20 seconds? And, they're going to be clock aware right now. They're 39 yards away.
This is only the second change of possession this quarter. Remember, that 17-play drive went from 2:33 in the first to 6:10 left in this quarter. Mr. Reuter first down. Henry by himself in the gun. Fakes it near side. Throws it over the middle. Pass is hauled in. Brady Fair. No. That's Colt Joynson. Inside the 5, and that's a spark for the Red Knights.
It sure was. They put 4 to this side and 1 to the other side, so he had to get single coverage. Got inside leverage on the post play, which we can see right there. Nice throw, nice catch. They get the ball at the 2-yard line.
That's a gain of, actually the 3, gain of 36. First down and goal. Joynson, the junior, his 11th reception of the season. He's up over 200 yards. He's got 1 receiving touchdown. in the WVU Medicine Weirton Medical Center pink zone. Boucher, toss, coming near side. Boucher into the end zone for a Red Knights touchdown. Drake Boucher, the junior, puts his team on the board for the first time tonight. That's Boucher's 6th rushing touchdown of the season. A Laborers Local 809 score, 3 yards out.
Yeah, it's just the toss play, and he's got enough speed to get to the perimeter. Nice defensive play, just wasn't in time.
Boucher's 6th rushing touchdown, his 7th total as a receiving touchdown to his credit this season as well. And Toronto is on the board for the first time tonight. The extra point by Michael Henry is up and through. Rebish the hold, Jet the snapper. It's 14-7 with 1:47 left in this second quarter.
And we remember now Toronto gets the ball in the second half, and we're down to just about, we're under the 2-minute mark now.
Let's take a look at our DJ Sales and Service fan cam. Packed house here at Clark Hinkle Field tonight. A healthy contingent of folks from the Gem City representing the Red Knights on hand tonight. Good crowd of folks on the other side as well from Monroe Central. I'm sure we'll feature them at some point on the DJ Sales and Service fan cam before the night is over. 2 plays, 39 yards in 37 seconds. Capped off by a Drake Boucher 3-yard touchdown run, but Colt Joinson from Michael Henry pitch and catch at 36 yards. Highlights the drive. Knights all of a sudden only trail it by possession. Run up in the boot from Thomas, comes near side, taken on a fly by Demchak at the 15-20, 25-30, 35-40, almost to the 40, before being brought down on the play by a couple of Red Knights, including Heath Thomas. A minute 40 left in this first half. Time for Monroe Central to try and grab the 2-possession lead yet again.
Yeah, Toronto has 2 timeouts left, and if they're making any kind of stops, I'm sure they're going to use them, try to get the ball back again this half.
Three touchdowns in this game, all through the air, all of over. No, I apologize. 2 of them are. It was such a big play, and you thought it might have been a touchdown. But the pass game, nonetheless, has highlighted this first half. The Noles go to the air again. Good throw to Demchak, but being quickly met is Demchak by Caden McGrath. Gain of a couple to the 41-yard line. Gain of 2. Second down and 8. Play clock at 19. Cooper Howell on 2nd and 8. Aligns the troops. Throws the screen near side. Caught by Jet Kaiser at the 45 before being hauled down from behind by Jackson Gibson, junior outside backer, having 33 tackles on the season. Wendy's halftime show with Dylan Cleland comes up at the conclusion of this half. Of highlights and scores of several other games going on across the valley. That's the halftime show presented by Wendy's. Gain of 6, 3rd and 2. The 47-yard line. Monroe Central with 1 timeout remaining.
It looks like they're trying to use up as much clock as possible. They're letting the play clock go down.
Screen. Stiver again with some space up near midfield and goes out of bounds far side into Toronto territory. Clock stops at 16 seconds. If you can put together a good enough drive, great. If not, I think Monroe Central is pretty darn satisfied with how this first half went. They've only had one really bad play, and it was the long completion to Colt Joinson.
Correct. And right now you don't want to do anything crazy to put the ball back in Toronto's hands, even though there's only 16 seconds.
Gain of 5 to the Red Knights' 48. 2 receivers to the far side of the field, 3 to the near side. It's Stiver, Farnsworth, and Demchak near side. Rudder to the far side of the field. Howell's going to throw it, changes direction, throws it past tiptoe on the sideline, and caught is Gabe Eng, his 11th reception of the season. Clock stops at 8 seconds after the completion. Second down and about 4. Nope, 3 to the 41-yard line, gain of 7, so it'll be second down at 3.
Nothing wrong with taking shots to the end zone now with 8 seconds on the clock.
There's Jonathan Calder in his 3rd season as the Noles head coach, trying to figure out what to dial up here on what will most likely be the final play of this first half. And with that, we'll take a Trinity Health System timeout.
Got a good thing going on. Got a good thing going on.
8 seconds left in this second quarter. Monroe Central 14, Toronto 7. The Noles just took their final timeout of the half. Howell's got an arm, so getting something near the goal line shouldn't be an issue if that's the direction that Monroe Central elects to take here. But do you try and run maybe another 5 to 10 yard play in 3 or 4 seconds to give yourself a chance? They've got a kicker in Wyatt Cohen that kicks with Billany and Phillips, so you'd like to think that maybe he's got somewhat of a chance to make a field goal. That could be the objective here.
You probably need at least 20 yards to get in that kind of range.
We'll see what they do here on 2nd and 3. Cooper Howell by himself takes the shotgun snap. Looks like they're going to take a shot towards the end zone. They do so. It's caught by Farnsworth and out of bounds with maybe 1 second left. The clocks say 0, but we will wait and see what the officials decide to do here. I think he got out of bounds in 1 second.
I do too. I'm watching the clock here on the monitor, and I think he's out of bounds. Oh, we got a holding call back here.
And Toronto will accept the penalty because, again, there should be 1 second left on the clock.
Mm-hmm.
If it was goose eggs, then you decline it and go to the locker room.
Right.
No, they do decline the penalty. The half is over. Okay, so it looks like that the last play occurred with an expiring second quarter clock. I don't think Monroe Central necessarily agrees with that. So because the clock says 0, Jared Obviel declines the penalty, and that is the end of the first half. 14-7, Monroe Central with the lead as we head to the locker room. Take a break. Dylan Cleveland will come back with the Wendy's halftime report from Studio 9. That's coming up next.
At DeFelice Brothers Pizza, we're more than just pizza with a full line of catering offerings. Try our party round sandwich, Parmesan crusted rosemary chicken breasts, signature Italian sausage, or meatballs. To book your next event, call DeFelice Brothers Pizza near you or visit us at eatdefelice.com.
If you work the land, you just got to be a jack of all trades type. There's just too much to do. So if you got to be a welder or a farmer or a ditch digger, that's just who you are that day. Then tomorrow, you can be somebody else.
Contact your local Coyote dealer, D&J Sales and Service.
I'm News 9 Sports' Rob Metzger.
And I'm Jamie Bordas of the law firm of Bordas & Bordas, inviting you to watch hard-hitting high school football on the stations of WTOV 9.
It's Thursday Night Lights and Friday Night Rivals, sponsored by the law firm of Bordas & Bordas.
Join us every weekend for the best matchups across the Ohio Valley.
Thursday Night Lights and Friday Night Rivals, sponsored by Bordas & Bordas, the only game in town.
I'm Jamie Bordas. At Bordas & Bordas, we don't just get great results for our clients, we also understand the 21st century. Your time is valuable, and you may find it hard to schedule an appointment with a lawyer. That's why you can go to our website and start the process 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We'll review your initial inquiry and get back to you quickly. Check it out at bordaslaw.com.
Bordas & Bordas, fighting for justice.
It's go time.
Sports Friday on the Go Time.
We'll bring you the biggest highlights from the biggest games live as they happen.
From the opening kickoff to the final whistle, scores, highlights, and insightful commentary.
You can take us to the game with you on your smartphone.
Or join the fun from the comfort of your own home. It's Sports Friday on the Go, 7 to 9:30 only on the WTOV 9 YouTube page.
Sponsored by RC Auto Group, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, M&M Hardware, and WVU Medicine Weirton Medical Center.
At DeFelice Brothers Pizza, we're more than just pizza with a full line of catering offerings. Try our party round sandwich, Parmesan crusted rosemary chicken breasts, signature Italian sausage, or meatballs. To book your next event, call DeFelice Brothers Pizza near you or visit us at eatdefelice.com.
This is the Wendy's Halftime Report.
Welcome into the Wendy's Halftime Report. I'm your host, Dylan Cleland. At halftime of our Bordas and Bordas Friday Night Rivals game, it's 14-7 Monroe Central. Now let's take a look at how we got here with our American Consolidated Natural Resources first half highlights. The 6-1 Red Knights hosting 3-4 Monroe Central on Friday Night Rivals. We start in the first. Seminoles at the 22. Cooper Howell in the shotgun. Throws over the middle. Max Demchak makes the catch in stride and scores 7-0 Seminoles. Later in the first, Monroe Central looking for more. Plenty of time for Howell, who airs it out, and Demchak hauls this one in too. Double the yardage this time, 44 yards. 14-0 Monroe Central. Now under 2 minutes to go in the half. Red Knights want to get on the board. That play's coming up. A big stop here. This could end up being a big one. We'll come back to that a little bit later. But Toronto does get in before the half. It's Drake Boucher on the outside. 14-7, Toronto cuts the lead in half. That fourth down try there was actually the second time in a row that they tried to get in there. Big stop from the Monroe Central defense to probably keep this game where it's at right now. 14-7 at halftime. Steubenville entering the night 4-2, taking on 3-2 Canisius out of Buffalo, New York. About 4 minutes left in the first. Big Red at its 38 and looking to drive, but Darnell Gallimore has other plans. He steps inside the route here and gets it for a pick six. Crusaders lead 7-0. Still in the first, Canisius looking to add on. Elijah Kimball gets the direct snap. Stiff arms a man, gets across the 50. And he's gone. Does not look back. 14-0 Crusaders. Now in the second, Big Red at the 37. Santino Haney gives to Tajuan Bryant, who finds the gap and gets to the end zone. 14-7. But a short time later, Kimball wants some more for Canisius, and he gets into the end zone, 41 yards, 21-7 before the half, though. And on the next drive, Haney throws deep. Zaire Scurry makes the catch and sets up the next play. It's a short Bryant's run from 5 yards out. And it was 21-14 at the half. This game started at 6 p.m. this evening, so it's now in the third, and Canisius has the 34-21 lead. To Wintersville, 4-3 Beaver local visiting unbeaten Indian Creek. First quarter, the Beavers are in the red zone. Wade Foster with a short drop. It's Nicholas McKenzie on the out, and it puts the Beavers in front 7-0. Now into the second, Indian Creek at the 2. Ian Starkey hands it to Gavin Pinal. He carries it in, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. About a minute and a half left until halftime. Now similar field position, same play. Pinal takes it in 14-7. Now only 90 seconds to work with. The Beavers take advantage as Foster hits Luke Redos for the touchdown. We're tied up at 14, and that's where we stand at halftime of this game in Wintersville. Let's head south. 6-1 Barnesville hosting 1-4 Lindsley. First quarter, Malachi Washington looks like the play is done. Oh, nope, there he is. He scores free on the other side. It's a touchdown, and Lindsley leads 7-0. On the ensuing drive, Shamrocks respond. 1 yard Trey Tolliver run makes it 7-7. Second quarter now, Kobe Jones will do the honors this time. He carries it across to make it 14-7, and that is where we stand late in the second quarter of this matchup. Also tonight, St. Clairsville 5-2 hosting 5-2 Bloom Carroll, 7-0 in the second quarter. Coming up on the Wendy's Halftime Report, we'll introduce you to our Scholar Athlete of the Week. But first, here's a look back at the top plays from a week ago.
Best Thursday night lights and Friday night rivals highlights from across the country.
Churchill hands to Ron. Nice cut move and a hurdle. He's still on his feet. Are you kidding me? Caleb Ron, touchdown. Oh my goodness, what did he just do?
Empty set now for Drahal. He's going to air it out, taking a shot deep. Making the catch in stride is Tabito. Touchdown, McCauley.
Fortier just unleashes one to Tabito. Look at that. Just a cannon down the field. Tabito gets behind the defender. Fortier with the throw. And
here's Rios. He can change it in a hurry. Breaks it outside.
There he
breaks
goes.
Another tackle. He's at the 30. He's at the 20. Got one man to beat. Sidesteps him and goes to the end zone. Dives for the touchdown.
Second down and 10. Here's George. Running through tacklers. First down and more. Look out. George, one man to beat. Touchdown, Baylor. 60 yards.
Moore is going to go around the right side. Have the play. The ball's in the air. The ball popped up, scooped up. It's picked up by White Nose. Down the sideline we go. This is number 0. This is Coakley. Coakley, green grass and opportunity. That is 6 on the board.
Football at noon. It's like clockwork.
Hi, everybody. I'm Gus Johnson along with my quarterback.
Shanghai, Rome, Paris, Lubbock. There is no time zone on Saturday. I made this myself from an apple juice box. Right, Bill? Yeah! Didn't even flinch. Look at these little pups. These people need help.
So here we go.
At Rurig Financial, we don't just plan, we partner. Our advisors work closely with you to build a strategy that gives you real financial confidence. Rurig Financial, we have your back.
At WVU Medicine Weirton Medical Center, our ER doors are always open. Emergency care at WVU Medicine Weirton Medical Center means now care. It means every hour care, no exceptions. We are the only trauma-designated hospital in the Weirton-Steubenville area. We are always ready. You can always count on WVU Medicine Weirton Medical Center.
For over 4 decades, the health plan has been rooted in your community and the state of West Virginia. A steady part of your family and your business. We're here for you with health services designed to manage and improve your well-being. The health plan is powered by a team of dedicated healthcare professionals and trusted local partners. Because your health deserves more than just coverage. It deserves commitment. The health plan. Here for you.
It's time to get up, to rise, to wake up with the Ohio Valley's most watched morning show, News 9 Sunrise.
We're everywhere, working to make your mornings easier.
Everywhere, keeping you informed and connected and helping keep you and your family safe.
Stay weather aware everywhere with Chief Meteorologist Jeff Exline.
Get all the important local information that could impact your day with the News 9 and Severe Weather Team 9 apps.
You hear us say it all the time, but it's true.
News 9 Sunrise is everywhere, making a difference for you.
At Rurig Financial, you're our #1 priority. From your first paycheck to your golden years, we're here to guide you every step of the way.
This is the Wendy's Halftime Report.
Welcome back. Now it's time to meet our DeFelice Brothers Pizza Scholar Athlete of the Week. Jack Hillgrove has the story from Toronto High School.
For as much as Toronto's senior Brady Fair excels in the 3 sports he plays for the Red Knights, he does even better in the classroom.
Yeah, Brady's a tremendous kid. He's a great athlete, but he's an even better student. I'm pretty sure he's got a 4.0 GPA, really high ACT score, and he's the epitome of a great student athlete.
The high academic accolades are paired with big-time numbers on the football field, the basketball court, and on the track. Being able to do well in 3 sports and maintain straight A's is something Brady is able to do with a solid daily routine.
Go to practice, get my work done, eat, sleep. It's a same routine. So you have to study, you study at the house and make sure you always get your work done. Can't get behind on assignments. And
growing as both a student and a 3-sport athlete in the halls of Toronto is something that's been on full display over the last 4 years, both to Brady himself and those who have spent the most time around him.
I think I've grown and better in both ways. I've maintained all A's throughout high school and just doing better on the court and field as well.
Yeah, I've been with Brady all 4 years of high school. He's a tremendous kid. He's kind of a guy that leads by example, and we're really lucky to have him leading the team this year.
After high school, Brady says he potentially wants to pursue a career in physical therapy, and continuing his athletic career is something that's still in the cards as well. But before all that, there's still work that needs to be done for Fair and the Red Knights.
Well, football is the main focus right now. So I've been playing basketball, just go to the courts with my friends, play a bunch of that and do some workouts. Well, we lost a game last week, so the goal's to go 9-1 now and win playoffs as much as we can.
Toronto senior Brady Fair, the DeFelice Brothers Pizza Scholar Athlete of the Week.
Currently, Brady Fair and his Red Knights trailing Monroe Central 14-7 at the half. Still to come on the Wendy's Halftime Report, we will highlight this week's Center of Music and Art Band Standout of the Week, so stick around.
If you're looking for a new truck, now is the time to buy from RC Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Right now, get up to $13,000 off MSRP on select in-stock Ram 1500s with the additional dealer discount. RC Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, where our only focus is you.
My name is Mike Campsey. I am an interventional cardiologist and the chief of cardiology at Wheeling Hospital. I think the value of HVI in this region is tremendous. We offer such a wide spectrum of services from prevention to intervention. We're going to get the patient in as quickly as possible. That's the most tremendous benefit to the patients in this region is we're here 24/7. We're available to see somebody.
WTOV 9 and the Cedar One Group are teaming up with the Salvation Army again for WTOV 9's Codes for Kids.
Last year we set a goal and not only met it but exceeded it. The mission is to help ensure every child in our community has the ability to stay warm.
We have a goal of raising $50,000, but we need your support.
Scan the QR code to make a safe and secure donation or send a check to the address on your screen now through December 3rd.
Hurry, the weather will be turning cold soon.
Together we can make sure that there are codes for kids in the Ohio Valley.
Weather in the Ohio Valley can change.
In an instant, the Severe Weather Team 9 app will help you plan and prepare.
Before weather threatens, access storm tracking, interactive radar, and your Futurecast.
Use Follow Me tracking to know exactly how the weather will affect you right where you are.
Every day, every season, every condition on every platform. Download the Severe Weather Team 9 app today and be prepared before weather threatens. We've got your flannel forecast,
your pumpkin patch forecast,
and your hot apple cider forecast.
Weather experts have all the forecasts you want.
But when the weather turns scary,
we still have the forecast you need so you can make the best of the weather.
Stream News 9 and Weather live and download the WTOV 9 app to stay connected.
Enjoy the season. Severe Weather Team 9 experts are everywhere.
Are you searching for a new SUV? Don't miss out on this amazing deal. Right now, get up to $7,000 off MSRP on select in-stock Jeep Grand Cherokees with additional dealer discount. Hurry to RC Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, where our only focus is you.
This is the Wendy's Halftime Report.
Welcome back. Now it's time to introduce you to our Center of Music and Art Band Standout of the Week from Toronto High School.
WTOV 9's Band Standout of the Week, sponsored by the Center of Music and Art.
Hi, I'm Olivia Owings and I'm from Toronto Junior Senior High School Marching Band. So I've been a part of band for a while now. I started as a trumpet and later to a baritone and now to Toronto's field commander. I've only been a field commander for at least 1 year for now, so of course I've been nervous as soon as we started. But with my fellow band members and even my new director, she's been there to support me, and even my parents. They've always been there helping me, even encouraging me to take this big leap. I'm excited to end my senior year on a high note, and I'm excited for the competition band that is to come.
WTOV 9's Band Standout of the Week, sponsored by the Center of Music and Art.
Just ahead on the Wendy's Halftime Report, we'll wrap things up with some score updates from around the Ohio Valley.
Everyone at IWS is proud to support our area schools and athletes. We would like to wish every team a safe and successful season. Play hard, stay strong, and good luck from all of us at IWS.
A legacy committed to service and sustainability in our communities.
Got a good thing going on. Every day waking up feeling blessed to be here, 'cause it's another day I get to chase my dream. Vision in my head never been so clear. Got a good thing going on.
Built by tradition, driven by Saturdays. Dave Holmes, Beanie Wells, and Cardale Jones host The Script, a new show covering the Ohio State story from the guys who wrote it.
You're going to call me a homer in this situation, I know.
Here we go. With big opinions.
Why in the world would you not want a primetime game of this magnitude?
And real talk from real Buckeyes.
Yes, they're ducking the smoke. Coming in hot. Oh, my God.
New episodes every week. The Script, wherever you get your podcasts.
Under the lights, the energy, the excitement, the heart-pounding action. It's more than just a game. It's high school football at its finest. Every Friday, Sports Friday brings you the highlights, the scores, and the moments that make this season unforgettable. Find everything you need to know about Ohio Valley football. Catch the best plays, the top athletes, and check scores live on the WTOV 9 app. Watch every Friday and stay in the game with Sports Friday. Sponsored by WVU Medicine Weirton Medical Center.
They're your neighbor, coworker, or significant other, quietly inspiring, coaching, and lending a helping hand. News 9's Hannah's Heroes. These heroes deserve to be recognized, and I get to tell you about them. Scan the QR code on your screen to nominate special individuals making a big difference in our community. And then be sure to watch News 9 Wednesdays at 5 and 10 p.m. to see Hannah's Hero of the Week.
Sponsored by Trinity Health System.
Everyone at IWS is proud to support our area schools and athletes. We would like to wish every team a safe and successful season. Play hard, stay strong, and good luck from all of us at IWS.
A legacy committed to service and sustainability in our communities.
This is the Wendy's Halftime Report.
Before we send it back to the Gem City, let's take a look at a few scores from around the Ohio Valley. We start in Brooke County, where the Bruins are celebrating homecoming, but late in the second, they trail Frankfort 42-7. Also tonight, Union Local with a 35-0 lead on Buckeye Local at the half. Martins Ferry traveling to take on Cambridge, and it's a 28-0 lead for the Purple Riders at the break. Up north in East Liverpool, the Potters trailing Edison 14-6 at halftime. Harrison Central trailing Bel Air 19-7 at the break. Also at halftime on Wheeling Park's homecoming night, 34-21, Fairmont Senior with the lead. River taking on Shenandoah. It's a 12-0 lead for the Zeps at the break. Tomorrow we have action, high school football that is. Oak Glen visits Bridgeport at 1 p.m. Steubenville Catholic Central takes a trip to Fairport Harbor at 7 o'clock. Tonight, you can flip over if you would like, or set up a second screen and catch Game 5 of the ALDS between the Mariners and Tigers, airing at 8 on Fox 9. Tomorrow on Fox 9 at noon, Ohio State takes on Illinois. Big ranked matchup in the Big Ten. And we will have continuing coverage of that game. You can catch the Football Fever at 11 p.m. on Fox 9 Saturday night. We're out of time on the Wendy's Halftime Report. Thanks for joining us. Next, it's back to Toronto High School with Jack and Tony for the second half.
You've been watching the Wendy's Halftime Report.
Ohio Hills Health Centers wants to wish all of our local football teams good luck this season. Ohio Hills Health Centers, providing affordable primary care, dental, and behavioral health services. Find a location near you.
The Center of Music and Art is a music store, but did you know we're a field trip destination? We welcome schools and homeschooled students to experience our custom field trips, including hands-on education programs about rhythms, arts, steel drums, and more. Give your students an educational and fun day outside the classroom. Visit the Center of Music and Art or go to musicandart.com for more information.
News 9's Jeff Exline is more than the Ohio Valley's weather expert. He's also passionate about cooking.
We're cooking up a storm.
Now you can see a different side of Jeff, cooking up a storm on the WTOV9 YouTube channel. A video podcast series where Jeff takes you on culinary adventures for easy and delicious dishes, special guests, fun, and entertainment. WTOV9 is cooking up a storm on the WTOV9 YouTube channel. Sponsored by West Virginia Northern Community College Culinary Arts Program.
It's Go Time, Sports Friday on the Go Time. We'll bring you the biggest highlights from the biggest games live as they happen. From the opening kickoff to the final whistle, scores, highlights, and insightful commentary. You can take us to the game with you on your smartphone. Or join the fun from the comfort of your own home. It's Sports Friday on the Go, 7 to 9:30 only on the WTOV9 YouTube page.
Sponsored by RC Auto Group, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, M&M Hardware, and WVU Medicine Weirton Medical Center.
Football at noon. It's like clockwork.
Hi, everybody. I'm Gus Johnson along with my quarterback.
Shanghai, Rome, Paris, Lubbock. There is no time zone on Saturday. I made this myself from an apple juice box. Right, Bill? Yeah! Didn't even flinch. Look at these lollipops. These people need help.
So here we go. Ohio Hills Health Centers wants to wish all of our local football teams good luck this season. Ohio Hills Health Centers, providing affordable primary care, dental, and behavioral health services. Find a location near you.
The Bordas and Bordas Friday Night Rivals is sponsored by Presley Hearing Center, West Virginia Northern Community College, Laborers Local 809, Trinity Health System, American Consolidated Natural Resources, and Ohio Valley Honda.
The second half ready to commence here on Clark Hinkle Field in the gem city of Toronto. It's been Monroe Central's passing attack and its stout defense that has told the story in this one. But Tony Filberto, a great drive by Toronto. Cole Joinson to then Drake Boucher put Toronto on the board. Sparked a little momentum on the Red Knights side of things. They trail it by 7 as we start this third quarter. They deferred their option to this half. It'll be Toronto football to start the third quarter.
I think it's so imperative for Monroe Central to come out and make a stop now. And again, for Toronto to march the football down the field and score, and then we're started a 0-0 ball game.
Kickoff taken, a T-Mobile unit kickoff taken by McGrath at the 5-yard line, who works his way across the 30. Good field position for the Red Knights to start this third quarter of play as they trail it 14-7, trying to tie it up here at home.
We know that they've had a lot of success going tackle to tackle, but they did get the big play on the post. They were 4 receivers one side, single the other side, and got inside leverage. But let's see what their approach is now here in the third quarter.
Shotgun formation, Boucher to the right of Henry, play action fake, pass near side, caught by the Red Knights. Up near the 40-yard line goes Brady Fair. Almost called him Aiden Philby, a former teammate of his who's now graduated from Toronto. Another speedy playmaker. That's probably why I got them confused. Gain of 7 to the 39-yard line, second down and 3.
Very manageable second down. Sometimes you can even look at this as a down. We're going to take a shot down the field and see what we can get.
Up the middle goes the handoff for the Red Knights. Drake Boucher near the lead stick, enough for a first down. To the 42-yard line, needed 3, got like 3.5, did Drake Boucher. Another standout baseball player for the Red Knights. The 5'11", 180-pound junior, the leading rusher on this team. Shotgun formation, first choice America, first down for Toronto. Screen pass far side. Good throw on that screen pass to Lee McGrath across the 45 and up near midfield for a couple of Seminoles drag him down. Farnsworth and Stimper combine on the stop.
We'll see the replay. The throw is actually backwards, so this would be considered a run play.
It was. Good call.
In the stats, and it's a good call. Gets positive yards, about 5.5, maybe close to 6.
To the 48. Second down and a long 5. It's the quarterback for the Red Knights, Michael Henry, number 19 in the shotgun. Boucher, counter play. Up the middle he goes into Seminole territory across the 45 to the 43-yard line before being dragged down. Good run on the counter play for Drake Boucher, and the Red Knights are kind of re-cementing their identity to start this third quarter on offense.
Right, we talk tackle to tackle. They're hard to stop because they just have some size advantage there, and they're real positive with that inside run game.
A first choice America first down to the Monroe Central 43-yard line. 9:35 and ticking in this third quarter. The Red Knights trail it by 7. Another shotgun formation, 2 receivers to the top of your screen, 1 to the near side, and a procedure call as a penalty marker flies as the ball is snapped. It'll back Toronto up 5 yards and put a halt to the positive momentum for the moment the Jared Aubuel squad has. And Jared Aubuel, in his second season as the head coach of the Red Knights, took over for Josh Franke, Toronto alum, who is now the head coach out near the Columbus area at Westerville Central. And Franke, not the only Ohio Valley native to have coached at Westerville Central. John Magistro, former Belair Big Reds legendary coach, was the head coach at Westerville Central from 2009 to 2017. The Hawks. Pass caught. Colt Joinson back to the original line of scrimmage and then some inside the Monroe 40 down to about the 38-yard line. Gets 10 back and creates a second down and short. In Westerville Central, the same site in which myself, you, Bill Phillips, we called that Steubenville Big Red and Kettering Alter State semifinal game a couple of years ago.
Right, cold night.
Not quite as cold tonight that it is that night, but that weather, unfortunately, is right around the corner. And if you hate it, don't blame your local meteorologists. Second down and 4 at the Monroe 37. Out of the shotgun goes Boucher again through a crack. First down and drags a defender with him down near the 30-yard line before Stiver makes the stop. And another Toronto first down for Drake Boucher.
Yeah, they're moving the sticks, or they're keeping the clock running, keeping the ball away from Cooper Howe and the rest of the Seminoles.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, opening drive of the third quarter for Toronto. Trails at 14-7 with 8 minutes remaining here in this third period. A first choice America first down for the home squad. Henry by himself in the gun, trips to the near side of the field. They throw the screen that way, caught by Brady Fair. Fair sidesteps a man at the 30, charges his way down near the 25-yard line before being brought down by a couple of guys. Fry and Eng combine on the stop.
Right, you know, it's a swing screen, as we used to call. You got 2-3 blockers out in front of you. It's no more than a toss sweep.
And it gains 5 to the Seminoles 25. Joints into the top of the screen. Brody Close, the tight end, along with Brady Fair and Kenny Jett to the bottom of your screen. Boucher takes the handoff from the right side of Michael Henry. And that's another good run down to about the 20-yard line. Actually inside the 20 to the 19. And that should be enough for another Red Knights first down. Or is he about a half-yard short?
And they stopped the clock, and I don't know if they're going to take a measurement. Now they're going to...
Yeah, down marker changes.
Yeah, they've given them the first down now. You start the clock again.
4th first down of the drive into the WVU Medicine Weirton Medical Center pink zone. And not only does this add confidence to the Toronto offense. It starts to wane on the stamina of the Noles defense as Boucher again gains positive yardage on a handoff to about the 15.
We talked early in the game. If they stay tackle to tackle and they're just pushing, they can make real positive things happen.
To the 15 goes Boucher. Gain of 5. Second down and 5. Name that we had not yet called for the Red Knights offense. Tight end Brody Close, 6'3" junior, has 2 receiving touchdowns to his credit this season. Henry barks out instruction to his offensive line. Lucas Wiseman, the center, over the football, snaps it to Henry, hands it off to Boucher to the 10, stays on his feet and charges his way down near that 5-yard line. A tough run by Drake Boucher, and it brings up a first down and goal for the Red Knights.
Yeah, it looks like this offensive line is starting to wear on Monroe Central.
Farnsworth and Howell, as well as Ashton Lambatis and like 3 other guys in white jerseys combined on the stop. But you got to give Boucher a heck of a lot of credit. Gains 9. First and goal to the 6. 12th play of the drive. Boucher and Fair on either side of Henry. Fair stays on his feet. Fair down to the 3-yard line before being brought down by Lambatis. Sidestepped one man. You thought maybe for a second he could squeak through and get into the end zone, but the Noles defense closes, and it gave him about actually 2 yards to the 4.
Ashton Lambatis made a nice play. He came from the left side, and that's a crisscross play, which keeps his eyes there, and still made the play on the other side of the field.
Second down and goal. The Red Knights knocking on the door, trying to tie this thing up. Henry through a hole. Michael Henry with a burst of speed. Touchdown, Red Knights. Henry, his 6th rushing touchdown of the season, and we are an extra point away, Coach, from a tied ball game.
Again, straight ahead quarterback. He's 205. Good blocking up front. Find that seam for him. Walks into the end zone.
That's a downhill run right there, is what that is. A Laborers Local 809 score that goes 5 yards for Michael Henry, the senior quarterback, and he will attempt this extra point. The holder is Rebish, the snapper is Jet, and it all works, and we're tied at 14 with 4:50 left in this third quarter. Buckle up. If you know somebody who's not watching, get them on the horn and tell them to watch. We've got a good one here in the Gem City.
It's time to get up, to rise, to wake up with the Ohio Valley's most watched morning show, News 9 Sunrise.
We're everywhere, working to make your mornings easier.
Everywhere, keeping you informed and connected and helping keep you and your family safe.
Stay weather aware everywhere with Chief Meteorologist Jeff Exline.
Get all the important local information that could impact your day with the News 9 and Severe Weather Team 9 apps.
You hear us say it all the time, but it's true.
News 9 Sunrise is everywhere, making a difference for you.
My name is Frank Schiebel, and I'm a general surgeon at WVU Reynolds Memorial Hospital. So I think if you're a patient, considering surgery, I would think that part of your concerns would be post-operative pain, time off work, recovery time. I think all of these things are drastically improved with our robotic surgery techniques. That is, these surgeries are largely outpatient, so people come in, have the surgery, recover the rest of the time at home, and we get them back to work just as soon as possible.
A 13-play, 68-yard drive in 7 minutes and 3 seconds, capped off by Michael Henry's 5th rushing touchdown of the season, and a Michael Henry extra point through the uprights makes it 14-14. Coach, for as much as Toronto likes to spread things out and fire on all cylinders and throw the ball to a bunch of different guys, it's a 13-play drive. Takes 7 minutes off the clock. They had a super long drive in the first half that Monroe Central was ultimately able to get out of with no points, but they've sustained some drives in this one, as Toronto.
Absolutely. If you keep the ball going forward and you're moving the sticks and you're keeping the ball from the other team and you're eating clock, you're being successful that way.
Heath Thomas will kick it off. The Noles taking it about their own 15-yard line. Corbin Farnsworth towards the middle of the field, 20, 25, 30. And across the 30-yard line goes the junior Corbin Farnsworth. So about the 33. It's a good return. And the Noles, who had a tremendous passing attack in the first half, take the field for their first offensive possession here in quarter number 3.
Yeah, and remember, Cooper Howell did a nice job running the football also, so they can half roll him out and make that choice, pass run option, and sort of put the weight on his shoulders.
It's actually at the 32-yard line, same yard line that Toronto started its drive on to start this third quarter. Shotgun formation. Cooper Howell takes the snap. He's going to throw it. Steps up in the pocket, has a man near side, caught across the 40, goes Gabe Eng. The junior wide receiver gets about 9, actually more like 8 yards. It'll be second down and 2 at the 40.
Yeah, and we just talked about his mobility a minute ago, Cooper Howell, and there he was getting chased in the backfield, found the open outlet receiver.
His older brother Tucker, now graduated, was a quarterback for Monroe Central for many years, also a key contributor on that state championship basketball team last season. Cooper was as well. And now takes the reins as an upperclassman, the junior in the shotgun. Low snap, dropped it, has to pick it up, does so, and into the backfield goes Heath Thomas, who dragged him down. Ethan Thomas back there as well. And the Thomases get back there and force a third down.
Yeah, I just had a hard time handling the snap, and you had a real manageable 2nd and 2. Now you're 3rd and 7.
8. Back at the 36. Actually, the 34, I should say. The lead stick is the 44-yard line. Shotgun formation. Pass jump. Kenny Jett. Jett at the 30. Jett at the 25. An interception for the Red Knights on 3rd down and 8. Puts them in business. And the script in this one has flipped towards the home squad.
And it's a game of momentum, and Toronto has it now. If we watch, he did a great job. He's reading quarterback's eyes, made a nice break on the ball, goes underneath, and got some blockers out in front.
The junior, Kenny Jett, his 3rd interception of the season, leads the Toronto defense in that statistical category and returns it to the Red Knights, or rather the Noles' 24-yard line. We'll see if Toronto can turn the turnover into points from the 24. Wide open is Jett. Cap it off yourself. Kenny Jett, touchdown. An interception for the junior and a receiving touchdown for the junior on back-to-back plays. And all of a sudden, the Red Knights have the lead.
Yeah, he just ran. We'll watch him run the out. They run switch route. Now he turns it up. They release the up route. Nobody there. It's a great route.
It's a good throw, too, by the senior quarterback. And it's 20-14 after the 24-yard Laborers Local 809 touchdown. Henry will try the extra point. The man who caught the touchdown, Jett, will hold it. Max Rebish actually will hold it. Jett will snap it. High snap. Rebish gets it down, and that kick is up, and it is through the uprights. 21-14. Toronto's got the lead with 14 unanswered here in the 3rd.
Ohio Hills Health Centers wants to wish all of our local football teams good luck this season. Ohio Hills Health Centers, providing affordable primary care, dental, and behavioral health services. Find a location near you.
Oh no!
What's wrong?
What do we do?
Call Bob.
Bob who?
That's me. I'm Bob, the owner of Mr. Reuter Plumbing. Been in the plumbing industry for 40 plus years. Trained by my father, who believed in quality service and customer satisfaction. Here at Mr. Reuter, we offer fast service with the best warranties in the industry.
When you need a plumber fast, don't do it yourself. Call Bob at Mr. Reuter Plumbing.
Thanks, Bob.
Ohio Hills Health Centers wants to wish all of our local football teams good luck this season. Ohio Hills Health Centers, providing affordable primary care, dental, and behavioral health services. Find a location near you.
Okay, so it's a tale of two drives for Toronto's offense in this third quarter. A 13-play, 68-yard drive in over 7 minutes. And then a one-play, 24-yard drive in 7 seconds. That's, of course, after a Kenny Jett interception and then a Kenny Jett receiving touchdown, and all of a sudden it's a 21-14 Red Knights lead.
Yeah, we've had a real momentum change here. Let's see how Monroe Central responds to this now.
T-Mobile unit kickoff forthcoming for the Red Knights. Thomas has it teed up at the X. We'll give it a right-legged boot, and Farnsworth will take it inside his own 15. Up the middle of the field, now coming near side at the 20, 25, near the 30-yard line before being dragged down by the man who kicked the football, Heath Thomas. It's another good return for Farnsworth. And again, Coach, like you said, you just have to see how the visitors respond here. And, you know, when you look at the momentum and the way that it was on the visitor side in the first half, Toronto had always had the home field advantage, and you think, okay, you know, we've got the home crowd on our side, we're in our friendly confines, we can claw back into a two-possession deficit. Now all of a sudden it's 21 unanswered for the Red Knights, and it's the visitors who have to get the momentum back, and that can be tougher on the road.
It sure is, and this drive is so important that, you know, Monroe takes the ball down the field, uses some clock, maybe get some points out of it.
Cooper Howell by himself threw an interception on the last drive, rolls it far side on a first-choice America first down, now keeps it and runs with it, positive yardage, and out of bounds near the 35-yard line goes the junior quarterback. 2:38 left in this third quarter.
Yeah, he showed his mobility there, you know, that half roll that we talked about, couldn't find a receiver and tucked the football.
Officials timeout on the field with 2:29 left in this third period. And a reminder after the game, it's the school bus stop of the game, our defensive highlight of the night at the conclusion of this Bordas and Bordas Friday Night Rivals matchup here in Toronto. The school bus stop of the game at the conclusion of this one. The conclusion of this matchup between a pair of teams that have never met on the gridiron. It's the first time ever Monroe Central and Toronto do battle on the football field. 2:29 left in the third quarter. The Red Knights 6-1, coming off of their lone loss of the season to Massillon Tuslaw here in Toronto. They started the season with a 34-0 victory over Southern Local, went to Lowellville and won 34-6, then traveled to Wellsville and won 49-19 in Week 3. Week 4, they come back home and beat Newcomerstown 26-16. Week 5 at Oak Glen, a winner 26-0. A Bordas and Bordas Thursday Night Lights matchup in Richmond, beating Edison in a high-scoring affair, 48-34. That was their last win before last week's loss to Tuslaw. For Monroe Central, they're 3-4. They fell in the first two games of the season at Liberty Union by just one, 21-20, and then against Belair at home, 44-27. Week 3 was their first win of the season, 21-14. Then the Noles went on the road and lost a tough one at Caldwell, 41-0. Came back home and fell to Barnesville, 48-7. And since then, and since they were 1-4, they've rattled off 2 in a row. A win at Magnolia, 47-12. And then they come back home and win last week over the Zeps of Shenandoah, 35-12. So a combined 82-24 margin of victory in the last two games. Score 82 points in 2 games. It's pretty darn good.
Yeah, they have the capability to put points up. We've seen it early with this passing game, and the ability to run with Cooper Howell.
Officials timeout due to an injury is complete. 2nd down and 6 at the 35. Clock winds, 2:25 and ticking. Misdirection to Demchak in motion, who comes near side, being chased from behind and brought down for a loss on the play. A great job in retreat goes Christian Briggs, junior defensive lineman, not listed as a starter, but with one heck of a stat line this season. 25 tackles, 6 TFLs, a sack, and a fumble recovery. Gives chase on Demchak there and tackles him actually for no gain.
Yeah, he chases down from the backside, showed that kind of speed he has, which is pretty good for a defensive lineman.
3rd down and 6 at the Monroe Central 35. The visitors come out empty. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. In motion goes A.J. Rutter. They throw it over the middle. The pass is too low for the intended receiver, Jet Kaiser. 4th down, and the Noles will punt it away.
That was a well set up play. That everybody in the defense looking wide side of the field. It was what we used to call a jailbreak screen or a slip screen. Bring them back underneath. All those linemen in front blocking. Just couldn't make the connection.
Incomplete. 4th down and 6. The Noles will punt it away. Kaiser will kick it. Brady Fair will attempt to return it. Stands at his own 38-yard line. It's an end-over-end kick that Fair has to track down, and he'll let bounce, and it'll take a Monroe bounce inside the 30 and go out of bounds at the Toronto 29-yard line. So Monroe's got a kid with a first name, Jet. Toronto's got a kid with the last name, Jet. 1:23 left third quarter. Now look at our DJ Sales and Service fan cam, and that is the visiting Monroe Central Seminoles coming up from Monroe County and Woodsfield area. For the first time ever, Monroe Central and Toronto do battle on the gridiron. Both teams in Ohio Division 6, Region 23. The Red Knights 7th in that region. The Noles 18th. Top 12 make the playoffs now. That's down from 16 the last several years in the Buckeye State. If the playoffs started tomorrow, the Noles would be out. Martins Ferry would come to Toronto if that would be the case. And on a misdirection play and an end around, Brady Fair with a burst of speed over the 40-yard line. First down.
Well-designed play. They faked the inside, did a little spin, and pitched it back the other way, and ran the end around, real positive yards.
Brady Fair, the senior, and our DeFelice Brothers Pizza Scholar Athlete of the Week. Got a chance to catch up with Brady and head coach Jared Obio in school earlier in the week. Brady plays football, plays basketball, runs track, says potentially wants to play one of those sports in college while also pursuing a career as a physical therapist. Inside a minute left in this third quarter. McGrath on the handoff to the 45.
Cade McGrath, the ball player. Number 42, Corbin Farnsworth, and number 0, Carter Fry. Both in on the stop.
30 seconds left in this third quarter.
Gain of 4 brings up 2nd down and 6.
Monroe Central led it 14-0 after a pair of receiving touchdowns from Max Demchak. It has been all Toronto since, with 21 answered points.
And you can see that confidence level. You watch them come out of the huddle. You know, the speed to the line of scrimmage. Monroe Central needs to make something big happen right now.
From the 45-yard line, Fair sidesteps a man and gets near the lead stick, which is the Monroe 49-yard line. The clock does stop with 2 seconds, and the chains will move for a first down to the Noles 49-yard line. So another positive play for the Red Knights and Brady Fair to end this third quarter of play. The final 12 are next. Toronto riding with 21 unanswered points, looking for more when we come back.
At DeFelice Brothers Pizza, we're more than just pizza with a full line of catering offerings. Try our party round sandwich, Parmesan crusted rosemary chicken breasts, signature Italian sausage, or meatballs. To book your next event, call DeFelice Brothers Pizza near you or visit us at eatdefelice.com.
At American Consolidated Natural Resources, every team member plays a vital role in our operation. We are a company where leadership listens, hard work is recognized, and career growth is part of the plan. You're not just starting a job, you're building a future that helps power communities across the nation. With strong pay, top-tier benefits, and long-term security backed by decades of reserves. Apply online today, and let's get to work.
I'm Jamie Bordas. At Bordas & Bordas, we don't just get great results for our clients, we also understand the 21st century. Your time is valuable, and you may find it hard to schedule an appointment with a lawyer. That's why you can go to our website and start the process 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We'll review your initial inquiry and get back to you quickly. Check it out at bordaslaw.com.
Bordas & Bordas, fighting for justice.
The Wheeling Symphony Orchestra is excited to announce our 96th season, The Place I Belong.
WTOV 9 proudly supports these talented musicians.
Join us this season for a variety of musical experiences.
Painted on the Sky, October 25th.
Scan the QR code for more.
Watch Bordas and Bordas Thursday Night Lights and Friday Night Rivals for WTOV9's Band Standout. Each week, band students are chosen for standing out and featured during the halftime show of our broadcast. WTOV9's Band Standout of the Week, sponsored by the Center of Music and Art.
At DeFelice Brothers Pizza, we're more than just pizza with a full line of catering offerings. Try our party round sandwich, Parmesan crusted rosemary chicken breasts, signature Italian sausage, or meatballs. To book your next event, call DeFelice Brothers Pizza near you or visit us at eatdefelice.com.
The Bordas and Bordas Friday Night Rivals is sponsored by RC Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Local 495, Window World, M&M Hardware, D&J Sales and Service.
Thanks to all of our sponsors. Thanks to you for tuning in week and week out. Hello again and welcome back for the final quarter of play here in the Gem City. Toronto, 21 unanswered points. They lead Monroe Central by 7. They have a first down and 10 at the Knowles 49-yard line, looking for more points. This is the fourth play of the drive that started with 1:15 left in the third quarter. They fake the jet, they hand it, nope, they keep it with Michael Henry dragging a defender with him. Look at Michael Henry go, scooting his way inside the 40 and out of bounds. That takes some serious strength when you're lugging 275 pounds and 6'3" of extra human being with you.
And Michael Henry's a good, strong running back that can throw the football. You know, he's a quarterback also, but he gives you that threat back there, that inside run, that big, powerful run that he just proved to us.
Yeah, he gets 11 down to the Knowles 38-yard line. 11:52 left in the contest. Monroe Central struck early with a couple of turnovers, turnover on downs and a turnover, and 2 passing touchdowns from Cooper Howell to Max Demchak. It's been all Toronto since. Again, 21 unanswered points. Fair in motion. They give it to him on the jet. Fair up the middle, across the 30, down to about the 26-yard line goes Brady Fair. Back-to-back first downs, back-to-back plays of over 10 yards. And the Red Knights offense is moving yet again.
Right, he's pretty quick. You saw once he got his shoulders turned, that burst of speed, and he was into the secondary.
He gains 12, actually 11
We're going to see it right
27.
here. Takes the inside handoff on the jet, couple nice blocks in front of him, but that burst of speed got him that extra 2-3 yards.
The replay is presented by Ohio Valley Honda. It's a First Choice America first down to the Knowles 27-yard line for the Red Knights. McGrath now to the left of Henry. Fake the handoff, throwing it near side. Fair catches it at the 25-20. Brady Fair taking a defender with him inside the 20, down to about the 18-yard line. They like getting him the football in a bunch of different ways, and they're able to do that, and that's a credit to his versatility in addition to his athleticism.
Absolutely. He's run it. We just saw him on the jet. Now we see him catching the ball out on the perimeter, so he does a lot of good things. The size of Toronto is starting to show, is starting to wear down Monroe Central a little bit. Let's see them make a play here soon.
Dual protectors for Henry in the gun at the 19-yard line, second down and 2. Drake Boucher takes the handoff off the left side. Drake Boucher stays on his feet at the 10 and is tripped up from behind. Nonetheless, gets a first down. Good job by the Knowles defense and Jet Kaiser to bring down Boucher. But that's another Red Knights first down.
Right. That's a split-back power play out of the shotgun. You get the one back just leading the other to the off-tackle hole. Double-team blocks down inside and nice kick-out block.
First and goal to the 8-yard line, a gain of 11 for Boucher. The 8th play of the drive forthcoming for the Red Knights, looking to make it 27 unanswered points. Same formation as the previous play. Boucher again. Drake Boucher to the 5. Good job there by the Knowles to close on him defensively. First man to him, Lambatis. Stimpert at the bottom of that pile as well for the Knowles. Minimal gain of about 3 to the 5, second and goal.
Number 0, Carter Fry. And number 77, Ashley Lambatis.
Couple of touches for Brady Fair. Back-to-back carries for Drake Boucher. Several members of the Red Knight offense involved in this one. especially on this drive. 2nd down and goal from the 5-yard line. Henry keeps Michael Henry towards the goal line. Dragged down from about a yard short. Jet Kaiser again on the stop. He's the leading tackler for the Noles coming into the contest.
You're going to see in the replay, he just flashed to the back, looking for a combination route, everything covered. Did the right thing at the goal line, tuck the football and get what you can get.
Got 3. 3rd and goal from the 2. This is nothing new for either team. In the first half, Toronto had 3rd and 4th and goal from the 1-yard line, and that Noles defense you see on your screen, especially the freshman number 0, Carter Fry, they stood tall and forced a turnover on downs. Can the Noles defense do it again? And we'll wait and see, because Toronto and Jared Aubio elect to call a timeout. They signal for delay of game, but I saw another official call a timeout. We'll get it straight. We're going to take a timeout and figure it out. Nonetheless, it's 21-14 with 9 minutes to go.
The National News Desk is America's News Now.
Impactful news now.
About 30% of fatalities are because of alcohol-related crashes.
From nearly 4,000 local journalists across America.
Locally covered, nationally connected. The National News Desk is America's News Now.
Weeknights at 11 on Fox 9.
The Center of Music and Art is a music store, but did you know we offer rentals? Do you have a budding musician at home, but they aren't ready to commit to one band instrument? Come to the Center of Music and Art, where we offer guidance, instruction, and the opportunity to try a new musical journey and keep it within budget. What are you waiting for? Come in and visit the Center of Music and Art, or go to musicandart.com for more information.
So no penalty marker. They threw it because they thought delay of game, but Jared Aubio got the timeout in before the play clock expired. So Toronto with 2 timeouts remaining. Monroe Central has all 3. Key in a 1-possession game for the time being. 9 minutes to go. The Red Knights lead at 21-14, and they are looking for more. This is a 9-play drive that started at their own 30 and with 1:15 left in the 3rd quarter.
We've seen Monroe play pretty good defense down at the goal line a little earlier. Let's see how they respond now.
Jackson Gibson in there. Throw towards the end zone for close. Incomplete. 4th and goal.
4th and goal.
Gibson was to the right of Henry, who threw it for close. Good target at 6'3". He's got 2 receiving touchdowns on this season, but good coverage there.
Good coverage
by Gabe Eng, the junior safety, to force the incompletion and force the 4th and goal from the 3-yard line. The 11th play of the drive coming up, and it looks like the Red Knights are going to kick the field goal.
Looks like there's a little bit of confusion on the field.
Play clock down to 4, down to 3. Jared Aubio has to call another timeout and looks upset about it. Not sure what the confusion was. Our official, Tom Palmer, was behind the line of scrimmage, behind the play, and holding up 2 arms in the air like the field goal was good and it wasn't attempted yet. I don't know what that was about. Trinity timeout. We'll take that real quick and we'll talk about it, I guess, when we come back.
Got a good thing going on. Got a good thing going on.
8:55 left, thanks to Trinity Health System for sponsoring that 15-second timeout. 4th down and 3 from the 3, a 4th and goal, and it looks like Jared Aubio isn't giving Monroe Central another chance to force a turnover on downs.
Right.
Michael Henry will try the field goal here from about 20 yards out, and we've seen those extra points get booted through. He can definitely make this. So a 20-yard try for Michael Henry. The holder is Max Rebish. The long snapper is Kenny Jett. The kick is no good. It's blocked, but then caught by the Red Knights, and they find the end zone. Touchdown, Toronto! Michael Henry got his field goal blocked, caught it, and said, look what I found. Touchdown. In one of the most bizarre football plays you will ever see. The Red Knights take a 2-possession lead, and there are no penalty markers on the field. Wow!
That's a play you can't practice.
No, you cannot. Not even if you tried it in a million years.
Yep.
Give Corbin Farnsworth all the credit in the world, blocks the field goal, but Henry says, oh, hello, football. Touchdown, and charges his way to the end zone. I mean, what a play. Zach Medovics, our producer, submit that to SportsCenter because that might make the SC top 10 tonight.
It might.
27-14. Holy cow. And it looks like Jonathan Calder, the Noles head coach, has some words about that play. My question would be, is it legal? Because, again, it's unprecedented in this sport. For as much football as you've seen, can you recall anything similar?
No. Because the ball didn't touch the ground. If the ball touched the ground, then, it's definitely Monroe Central's ball. But I don't know.
No,
I've never seen it before.
It is a Laborers Local 809 touchdown.
Okay, now there's a penalty because 12 broke the huddle and came to the sidelines now. So there's going to be a penalty. They move them back 5 yards. But maybe they can block another kick and run it in for a 2-point.
Just kick it. Who cares?
Flag on the play. Legal substitution on the Red Knights.
So I had a video of George Pickens a couple of Steelers training camps ago that made it on the SC Top 10. And the ESPN assignment desk followed me on Twitter and asked for permission to use it. They still follow me. So what I'm going to do when I go back to the station, as Michael Henry boots through the extra point, I'm going to clip that and send it to him and tell him to use it. 28-14 with 8:49 to go. We'll step aside.
If you're looking for a new truck, now is the time to buy from RC Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Right now, get up to $13,000 off MSRP on select in-stock Ram 1500s with the additional dealer discount. RC Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, where our only focus is you.
For over 4 decades, the health plan has been rooted in your community and the state of West Virginia. A steady part of your family and your business. We're here for you, with health services designed to manage and improve your well-being. The health plan is powered by a team of dedicated healthcare professionals and trusted local partners. Because your health deserves more than just coverage. It deserves commitment. The health plan. Here for you.
Are you searching for a new SUV? Don't miss out on this amazing deal. Right now, get up to $7,000 off MSRP on select in-stock Jeep Grand Cherokees with additional dealer discount. Hurry to RC Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, where our only focus is you.
28-14. Holy cow. It's an 11-play, 70-yard drive. It took 4.5 minutes off the clock. The play that capped it off was one that I wondered how I would write it down on my sheet. And I just wrote Michael Henry with a couple of exclamation points. And when I have to do the highlights later, I'll know what that means.
Now, is that a rush? Is that a?
It is something.
Is it a catch?
It's definitely a football play. Henry will kick it off. Farnsworth will take it to his own 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah. To the 30-yard line. Farnsworth did a good job of sidestepping a couple of defenders. We don't know how to recap it. We'll let you interpret it based off of this replay here presented by Ohio Valley Honda. It's a field goal attempt by Michael Henry that Corbin Farnsworth blocks. The ball goes straight up into the air. And, that's going to be a candidate for the Plumbers and Pipe Fitters play of the night at the very least.
First and 10, Monroe Central.
Monroe takes over down 2 scores at their own 30. Swing pass, Demchak towards the far side, gets a yard before being tackled out of bounds. Good job there by Mason Clark, sophomore backup defensive back on the stop, 1 yard gain.
Yeah, they threw the bubble screen, and Toronto just defended it well. I expect to see the ball in the air a whole bunch. You're down 2 scores where there's 8 minutes on the clock, and of course we know that Cooper Howell has the ability to get them down quickly.
Pass to the near side, too wide of the mark on 2nd down and 9 from the 31 for Jet Kaiser. Brings up 3rd down and long for the Noles. 8:06 to go.
Caden McGrath in on the coverage for the Rednecks.
Notice sticks here, too. Notice sticks. 3rd and 9. Yeah.
Second down and 9. No, 3rd down and 9. Scoreboard says 2nd down. Down marker says 3rd down. It is 3rd down and 9. Howell across the 35 keeps it to the 36. It's going to be about 4th down and about 3.
You're about 4th and 3 here.
I assume they're going to go for it.
You
have to at this point. You're down 2 scores. Toronto has the capability of running the clock way down if they get the ball back. Now they're going to line up and kick it. They're going to call timeout and talk about that one.
Yeah, the scoreboard here at Clark Hinkle Field says 3rd down and 3. It is 4th down. We ran into that problem
a week ago.
And it is being handled from what I am able to interpret, because you don't make a team punt on 3rd down. Next week, the site of where that happened, back at Bishop Schmidt Field on the campus of Wheeling University for Bordas and Bordas Thursday Night Lights. It's the Martins Ferry Purple Riders and the Wheeling Central Catholic Maroon Knights next Thursday, October 16th, 7 p.m., live on Fox 9. Are you doing that game?
No.
Okay, so we're together.
As of now, I'm
next
not.
Friday.
Next Friday.
Because I'm not doing that one as well. So that'll be
We're
Rob
going
Metzger.
to John Marshall.
Yes, we are. That'll be Rob Metzger and Mike D'Angelo. Myself and Tony will be at John Marshall for the Monarchs and the Bruins of Brook High School. And then also tomorrow, Texas Tech and Kansas, 7 p.m. on Fox 9. Texas Tech just announced they're changing their logo, and their new logo stinks. They completely, I could have made it in like a Microsoft Word when I was in middle school. It's awful. But you can watch them tomorrow on Fox 9, tomorrow at 7. Big 12 matchup against the Jayhawks. 4th and 3. Over the middle of the field. He's got a man, Demchak on a dead run. Max Demchak inside the 20. What a throw, what a catch. Those two connected on a pair of touchdowns in the first half. They connect there for a big-time gainer, and Monroe Central is not going down without a fight. Check out this throw.
He's beat him on 3 posts tonight for big yards. Getting inside leverage on both defenders.
To the 20-yard line. Gain of over 40 yards. 43 yards. Howell looked to throw, has to keep it, being chased and then being brought down. No, he broke out of that tackle. It had to be number 52, Chase Heckathorn, to bring him down. 32.
He broke a couple of tackles.
Brody Close
back there.
was, almost brought him down. No gain, 2nd and 10 from the 20. An explosive play puts the Noles in the Weirton Medical Center, WV Medicine Weirton Medical Center pick zone. Howell all by himself. Man in motion behind him. They throw the screen that way. It's a live football. No, they roll it incomplete. That pass did go forward. Incomplete pass intended for the tailback, A.J. Rutter, 3rd down and 10.
But you were right to call it that way, because earlier when they were in that play, they threw it backwards, and it had to be charted as a run play. But this time it did go forward.
That's something you have to be wary of when you're playing out
Absolutely.
there, because if you don't hear a whistle, then obviously it's a live football.
Live ball.
Third down and 10. 6:16 to go. Play clock down to 0. No penalty marker. Jonathan Calder gets the timeout in time. No, there is a delay of game.
There is.
So that makes things a little bit tougher for Monroe Central. Backs them up 5 yards to the 25. Third down and 15. You know, if you're a Knowles fan, most cases you'd be really upset with that, but we've seen them take the lid off of this thing in the pass game. They'll try to do it here on 3rd and 15. Towards the end zone goes Howell. The pass is broken up, intended for Corbin Farnsworth, and there was a penalty marker on the far side of the field. A couple of Red Knights in pass coverage there, including safety Max Rebish. Kenny Jett back there as well. Wait and see if this is PI, as our head referee Tom Palmer will explain. .609 left in this one. This would definitely help out the Knowles if it's pass interference, and it is. It'll be half the distance to the goal and give them a 4th down. Another look at it here. No, not a 4th down.
No.
To the 13th.
Third down.
Yep.
3rd and 2.
Yeah. 3rd down and about 2 from the 13. .609 to go. Howell rolls the pocket left. Comes back right. Tucks it. Howell, juke. Howell, 10, 5, and stays on his feet inside the 5 to about the 3-yard line. Cooper Howell with one heck of a run.
Sure was.
Not a design run, but when you have athleticism like that, you can make it work.
Yeah, we talked about you half roll him. It's a pass throw option, but he brings it back the other side. Gets much more than what's needed for the first down.
Yeah, needed 2.5, got 10 to the 3-yard line. First down and goal for the Knowles. They have 2 timeouts remaining in this one. Toronto has 1. Howell, the keeper, towards the goal line. Is he in? Yes, touchdown, Monroe Central. 28-20. A Laborers Local 809 touchdown that makes this thing now a 1-possession game yet again.
Basic power play. You know, put the ball in your athlete's hands, get some good blocking up front. He'll find a way to get in the end zone.
Follow the right side of that offensive line. Stiver, Braden Baker, the right tackle. Parker Seifert, the center. All making it work for the 3-yard Laborers Local 809 score. In an effort to make this a 7-point game, Wyatt Cohen, the senior, who was 17 for 20 on extra points coming into the night, will try and boot it through, and he does.
We get a ball game.
Yeah, we do. 5.5 minutes left. It's 28-21 after that Cooper Howell 3-yard touchdown tote. A 10-play, 70-yard drive that took 3 minutes and 10 seconds off the clock. 28-21. The Knowles back in business. I'll show you how we got here. It started with Monroe Central in the passing game. Max Demchak, who caught the explosive play on that drive to set him up, had 2 receiving touchdowns in the first half. This one was really, really pretty, and that made it 14-0. But here come the Red Knights. Drake Bousher made it 14-7. Toronto would tie it with Michael Henry. That wouldn't be his first touchdown in this one. Henry would then find a wide open Kenny Jett to make it 21-14. Jett had an interception on the play previous. And then whatever you want to call this one for Michael Henry. Great field awareness sets up that play.
That's like getting your own rebound on a free throw.
No, that's a lot cooler than that. 28-21 is the score. here at Clark Hinkle Field. Named after NFL Hall of Famer and Toronto alumni Clark Hinkle, legend of the Green Bay Packers, 7-time first-team All-Pro, 2-time NFL champ, member of the NFL's All-30s All-Decade team. Kickoff return for the Red Knights up near the 40-yard line. Squeaking out of there goes Max Rebish on the kickoff return, a T-Mobile unit kickoff return to about the 40. It's a pretty darn good job with 5:21 to go as Toronto looks to draw this thing out, because they've had several scoring drives of over 3-4 minutes, and one more of those could seal it potentially.
Absolutely, and Monroe Central has 2 timeouts now, so they could be very clock aware.
Red Knights will start with the football at their own 40-yard line on a First Choice America first down. Brady Fair comes near side. Great job by the Monroe defense to not allow Fair to squeak through that tackle. Holding on to the ankle of Brady Fair is Jet Kaiser, the leading tackler for the Noles coming into this one. No gain, second down and 10 at the 40-yard line near the middle of the field.
The last 3 times they've been in this offensive set, the split backs and the shotgun, they've run power to the left, and this time Monroe Central did a great job defending it.
Henry by himself. Another quarterback power play for Michael Henry. Gets positive yardage to about the 43-yard line, perhaps the 44-yard line, to set up a 3rd and 7, 3rd and 6 for the Red Knights with 4:20 to go. Again, the Noles still have 2 timeouts remaining. You have to be very selective with how you utilize those.
I assume if they make a stop here on 3rd down, they will call a timeout.
Gain of 4.
Save one for later.
Gain of 4 for Henry to the 30 or the 44-yard line, 3rd and 6. And at the same point offensively, you see what Toronto elects to do here. Will they keep it on the ground? No, they're going to go to the air. Henry rolls the pocket right, throws, pass caught, and out of bounds for a first down goes Brady Fair. Gets out of bounds, clock does stop, but it gives the Red Knights a new set of sticks, and that's all you really need at that point.
Right. Yeah, 4 more times. They're going to run the ball, and force you to use your timeouts.
Gain of 8 to the Noles 48. A First Choice America first down and 10. Clock halts at 3 minutes and 41 seconds left in this contest. Pitch play to the near side of the field. Brady Fair changes direction, breaks a tackle inside the 45, down to about the 42-yard line for a gain of 6. And he stays in bounds, and that clock continues to move.
Absolutely. He showed that burst of speed on that jet sweep, because it looked like they were going to pin him down inside, and he sort of found another gear, got a little leverage, and gained 6 yards.
.310 and ticking. Boucher in motion. They fake the jet. Henry will keep, and Michael Henry's got a first down to the 36-yard line.
Yeah, new set of downs now makes it tougher. The clock's their friend now.
Great read by the senior quarterback to elect to keep it instead of hand it off to Boucher on the zone read. And that brings up another set of sticks for the Red Knights offense. And a gain of 6 yards for the senior quarterback for Toronto. Counterplay again to Drake Boucher. Up the middle he goes. Drake Boucher stays on his feet. Inside the 30, down to the 26-yard line. A gain of 10. And the sticks will move yet again.
2:17 on the clock. 2 timeouts. You got to start using them.
And this is a drive that if it goes the way Toronto thinks it's going to go, that you could be very proud of when you reflect on the totality of this game, because you did what you had to do. You wore the other team's defense out, and you were able to put this thing out of reach. Now, there's still work to be done, but so far so good for the Red Knights offense. And a whistle and a penalty marker flies from the near side of the field. It's going to be an encroachment on Monroe Central. And it'll stop the clock momentarily, but it'll move Toronto 5 yards closer.
But then they'll start the clock again, and there's 25 seconds. You know, we're down to about 7 or 8 seconds, or 40 seconds. And
first down and 5 at the 21. Play clock at 15 and ticking. Play clock down to 10. Monroe Central again with 2 timeouts left in this one. Play clock at 3. Henry snaps. Henry keeps. Henry inside the 15. Stays on his feet. Michael Henry at the 10. Henry at the 5. Touchdown Toronto. Michael Henry. Have yourself a game, big fella. It's 34-21.
He's had a big game tonight. We talked about that power of him running inside. He had a back kick out for him, and he did the rest himself.
On the Ohio Valley Honda instant replay, you see Henry just will his way into the end zone from 21 yards out. And with 1:06 left, Henry will try the extra point. Snap good, hold good, kick good. In that order go Jet, Rebish, and Henry. It's 35-21. And for all intents and purposes, Toronto's on its way to win number 7.
And Michael Henry scored a lot of different ways. He's run it, he's thrown it, he's kicked it, and he's got in another way.
We're gonna think all week on how to best describe that.
Right.
8 plays, 60 yards, 4 minutes and 15 seconds off the clock. 35-21. 21-yard touchdown run for Mr. Henry. And Monroe Central's got some work to do. They got to score quick, probably recover an onside kick, score quick again, and that's a tall task for any team at any level of this sport with only 2 timeouts and 1:06 remaining. But if you need to rest on something as a Monroe Central fan, they've been able to take the top off the ball through the passing game all night.
Cooper Howe, Max Demchek connection has been deadly tonight. We've seen it 3 different times.
A team mobile unit kickoff for the Red Knights. It'll be Michael Henry to swing a right leg through it, end over end, taken inside the 20 by Demchak. No, that's A.J. Rutter. And Rutter through a hole. Uh-oh, there goes A.J. Rutter at midfield. A.J. Rutter with a good kick return into Toronto territory at the Red Knights 46. Takes 10 seconds off the clock, but that helps.
It sure does. 56 seconds left. The capability, the big play capability. Who knows? Let's see what happens now.
Just a reminder to all the fans, next Friday is senior night. The Red Knights will be home to take on the Buckeye local Panthers Friday, October 10th, here at Carpenter Field. Kickoff is currently...
There was a flag we didn't see, but they just waved it off.
Okay. I was head buried in my notepad here, so I appreciate you for pointing that out. I believe that's the first time all evening that Monroe Central has started in Toronto territory, with the exception of a turnover. So no better time than now for that to occur. The chain crew thought that it was a penalty marker that stood,
Right.
so they had to wait a second for the chain guys to get set and place the down marker. 1st and 10 at the Red Knights' 45-yard line. 2 timeouts left for the Noles, 56 seconds left. We'll see how Jonathan Calder and the Noles coaching staff, all wearing red shorts on the far sideline, will attack this one. And a procedure call. It looks like somebody moved early for Monroe Central, and that'll back them up to midfield. First and 15 now, back at midfield. Monroe Central trying to get back to 500 on the season. They are 3-4. Toronto looking to bounce back from a tough loss last week at home with a win here tonight if they can hold on. 35-21. Howell's going to throw the screen pass caught through the air by Eng. Back into Toronto territory and out of bounds. No, not out of bounds. The clock will move. Clock winds at 44, 43. Again, Monroe Central with 2 timeouts. That clock continuing to wind. Still going. They place the football at the 47-yard line. Again, 2 timeouts left for Monroe Central. They have not elected to call one. 2nd down and 12 after a gain of 3 at the 47-yard line. And now finally, the Noles call their 2nd of 3 timeouts this half with 28 seconds left in the contest. Next week, the Red Knights are back at home. Their final home game here at Clark Hinkle Field of the 2025 season before potentially hosting a playoff game, because that is still very much in the cards. It's against the Buckeye Local Panthers. The Red Knights will wrap up the regular season on October 24th at Brownsville, PA. For the Noles, back-to-back home games to close out the regular season. First next week against Cameron, and then Monroe Central will finish things up regular season-wise on October 24th against the Tigers of Shadyside. Right now, Toronto 7th in Ohio 6. Region 23. The Red Knights also currently at the top of OVAC Class 2A, a title that they've won very recently. Monroe Central and OVAC 3A, they're 10th right now at 3-4, but their sights are set on the Ohio playoffs. 18th right now, so if they fall to 3-5 tonight, and it looks like they're on pace to do so, they've got some work to do in the final 2 games of the regular season and will probably need some help. 28 seconds left after the Monroe timeout. Down 14. Cooper Howell will throw. Big rush, steps up, throws, avoids the man. Pass is caught by Corbin Farnsworth. Farnsworth at the 40. 35-30. Corbin Farnsworth out of bounds with 18 seconds left. Actually, the clock then ticks down to 17 seconds.
And he did the right thing getting out of bounds. 2 more yards doesn't mean much. The time on the clock is the important thing here.
To the 25-yard line goes the gain. Howell to Farnsworth. The play clock at 16 seconds. Clock stops as Howell takes his time. Trips to the far side of the field. Cooper Howell will throw it. Steps up, sidesteps, throws over the middle. Pass is caught. Max Demchak inside the 20, and then being brought down hard on the play by a couple of guys, including Caden McGrath. And Jonathan Calder calls his final timeout of the game with 7 seconds left. So one more tackle in bounds, Coach, and that should do it for the Red Knights.
Should do it. Both teams have played well tonight. We saw some pretty good defensive stands, and we saw momentum changes also.
Yes, we have. We saw Monroe jump out hot, and then it's been all Toronto since. But the Noles able to get back into the end zone in this fourth quarter to cut it to a one-score game, to make it 28-21 thanks to a Cooper Howell 3-yard touchdown run, capped off a 10-play, 70-yard drive, and it stopped the bleeding because it was 28 unanswered for the Red Knights leading up to that point. But Toronto comes back out on its ensuing drive, 8 plays, 60 yards. Michael Henry yet again. That's his third touchdown of the night on the ground, threw one to Kenny Jett as well. Michael Henry's making a case for the RC Auto Group High School Football Player of the Week. And, of course, we've got to assess the statistics of all the other players up and down the valley in the games that they've had tonight. And I have recency bias because I saw this entire game with my own eyes, so we'll get back to you on that. 2nd and 4, 7 seconds left. Howell steps up, out of timeouts, steps up again, 2-1, gets out of bounds with 1 second left, I think. But the game clock says 0. Is that the conclusion of the contest? It looks like it is. And it is. Game over. We thought there was 1 second left at the end of the second quarter. We thought there was 1 second left at the end of the game. There's not. Toronto a winner 35-21.
If you're a former or active coal miner who's worked or is currently working in an environment exposing you to potential breathing hazards, schedule your test for the Black Lung Clinic at WVU Medicine Reynolds Memorial Hospital today. Call 304-843-3307 to stop Black Lung from stealing your time.
Drop whatever you're doing right now. The Wendy's $8 JBC meal deal is here. That's 2 junior bacon cheeseburgers, medium fries, and a medium drink. So you better be on your way. Bacon waits for no one. The #1 deal for the #1 bacon cheeseburger, gotta be Wendy's.
WTOV 9 and the Cedar One Group are teaming up with the Salvation Army again for WTOV 9's Coats for Kids.
Last year we set a goal and not only met it, but exceeded it. The mission is to help ensure every child in our community has the ability to stay warm.
We have a goal of raising $50,000, but we need your support.
Scan the QR code to make a safe and secure donation or send a check to the address on your screen now through December 3rd.
Hurry, the weather will be turning cold soon.
Together we can make sure that there are coats for kids in the Ohio Valley.
Weather in the Ohio Valley can change
in an instant. The Severe Weather Team 9 app will help you plan and prepare.
Before weather threatens, access storm tracking, interactive radar, and your Futurecast.
Use Follow Me tracking to know exactly how the weather will affect you right where you are.
Every day, every season, every condition on every platform. Download the Severe Weather Team 9 app today and be prepared before weather threatens.
Your business can be a part of the WTOV 9 Senior Expo on Thursday, October 23rd at St. Florian Hall in Wintersville. Reach seniors 50 and older in our community to promote your products and services. Call Rich Bell to reserve your spot today.
Attention all active and former coal miners. If you worked or are currently working in an environment that exposes you to potential breathing hazards, a screening for respiratory health problems is recommended. Call WVU Medicine Reynolds Memorial Hospital at 304-843-3307 to schedule a screening today.
This is the school bus stop of the game. Always remember to stop when the school bus arm is out.
And our school bus stop of the game is this Kenny Jett interception and return that set up a Kenny Jett 24-yard touchdown that would give Toronto its first lead. They would not let it go. 35-21 the final score as the Red Knights take care of business at home to advance to 7-1. That is the school bus stop of the game. We will give you our play of the game in a moment or when we come back. No, player of the game. That is Michael Henry, who had one heck of a night tonight. 3 rushing touchdowns, 1 through the air in the 35-21 victory. There goes the Red Knights quarterback, number 19, touchdown number 1. And then touchdown number 2 through the air to Kenny Jett. And then, of course, the play of the night, which if we had one, we would definitely give it to this blocked field goal turned catch and touchdown run for number 19, and then he would find the end zone one more time. Michael Henry with one heck of a performance tonight. He is our RC Auto Group player of the game here in Toronto. Coach and I will wrap it up when we come back, or are we wrapping it up right now? We are wrapping it up right now, Coach. Your final thoughts.
Final thoughts. Saw a lot of good things tonight. We saw big plays. We saw long drives. We saw goal line stands. So if you wanted to see a football game, you saw a good one tonight.
We'll see another good one next week on Friday night in Marshall County, the Monarchs and the Bruins. We'll talk to you then, Coach.
Yep.
For our producer, Zach Medovic, our director, Stephen Graby, and the rest of our hard-working production crew at WTOV 9, I'm Jack Hillgrove repeating the final score